Hello, my darlings. It is I, your host, Madam Tilly. Hello. And here are my good friends. Tidonis.
I'm here and I'm ready to cause more chaos.
And we got another rookie here with the panda.
Hello, I am Panda.
And then we have, what's her name? Not kidding. Nature Claws.
We need to add some more insulation to these walls. It's getting kind of drafty in here.
Well, quit eating all the insulation.
I did buy a space here.
Look, it looks like cotton candy. It's a little itchy though.
I'm not paying for medical pills.
I hope you didn't eat the slug that gets in the walls.
Oh yeah, there's a slug that started living in the walls. We can't get her
I
out.
thought I felt something weird.
Oh Christ!
We're gonna hear.
Hello, everyone.
In the middle of the night, we're gonna hear nature say, "Who touched my ass?"
No, or it would be like the alien chest burster.
Oh no! My eyes
no.
just explode and the hair slug comes out.
I still say that is one of my most favorite moments of cinema history because no one on set other than John Hurt and the director knew it was going to happen.
Really?
Yeah,
So that reaction was genuine.
Yeah, all their reactions were genuine reactions.
That's fucking awesome.
It's just like when.
Well, I mean, I don't want to encourage traumatizing, friends on set, but
we're looking at
really
you, cool. Fucking.
It's like what the script's saying.
The script.
Shit, I'm brain farting on it.
Like, I know, I think I know who you're talking about.
Ridley Scott.
No,
it's Ridley Scott.
Fuck.
But it's also the same thing that happened on Jurassic Park, the first one when Rexy went through the cab. Those the kids screaming, that is genuine screams of terror.
The Shining. There we go.
Sorry, I mean more the insulation. Give me back.
Quit eating the insulation.
That's what I was thinking of. The Shining.
It was coming loose. It was gonna fall out anyway.
But anyways, probably switch to styrofoam's insulation.
Yeah.
Also, Nature Clauses for stream anniversary. Congratulations.
Yeah, I fucking forgot it was today. My affiliate anniversary.
How long has it been?
It's actually a good question. It's been at least. Has it? I can't remember if it's been 1 year or 2 years now.
I still have yet to hit affiliate on my own channel, so working on it.
Yeah.
And more importantly, he's a turtle. All right, here we go with you with the mid-January gaming news.
Oh boy.
I know one big thing that I remember reading in gaming news relation is Overwatch and Rivals. Well, Overwatch is kind of in a panic right now.
Right.
Because Marvel Rivals has, in a single month of its release, has hit, I believe it, I don't remember the number exactly, I believe it was 664,000 players playing peak within a month. And Overwatch, it took them, I believe, 1.5 years to hit that player. And Marvel Rivals did it in a month, and I believe right now the Overwatch active player count is in like the 20,000s, I think.
It could be better.
I have the numbers right here.
Thank you.
As of right now, there's 357,000 players. The 24-hour peak is 489,967 players, and the all-time peak of 4 days ago was 644,269. Nice.
Damn, nice.
So
I mean,
we'll be definitely covering some Marvel Rivals for sure.
I did not expect it to blow up. I thought it was going to be like that.
Yeah,
they're going to be on equal footing in terms of like hero shooters. Like, it's going to be a healthy competition.
Yeah,
I knew.
No.
I knew it was going to.
Turns out that's a nah.
Overwatch grab its diehards.
Well, but I think the thing is, Overwatch has made itself more of a competitive shooter, like a competitive hero shooter, whereas Rivals is more aimed at being more casual. There is a ranked competitive mode, but it's not as what's the word I'm looking for? Like there's like one perk, and all you have to do is get to gold, which for any kind of hero shooter player or any player that's committed to like a rank grind, that's very easy. That takes
Yeah.
like maybe like a couple weeks to get to that point.
And
Whereas in
Well-
Overwatch, like just to get like gold on your favorite character is like probably what, like 4 months of grinding on ranked or whatever.
yeesh. But yeah, like you
Oh,
said the
dear.
other day, they're gonna go where the players are. Once Overwatch players start noticing there's a lack of match queuing, you know, they're
I
gonna
knew it was.
leave.
I knew as soon as I saw the first trailers, I was like, "This is gonna." Overwatch has already been killing itself for the last,
It really has been.
and
Yeah.
this is the final. I'm
Hmm.
almost certain this is going to be the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, because my problem, because I used to be a diehard Overwatch player, and my problem with Overwatch is, the rank grind is way too demanding, and the community it's, I mean, any hero shooter community you're gonna have some toxicity, but the problem with Overwatch is that you don't get any feedback for actual genuine toxicity.
I mean, is it starting to approach league levels?
I would say yes. It is. I would say it's just a bit as bad.
Really?
I have not
Hmm.
touched Overwatch 2 since it first
However,
came out.
with Marvels, they have
Mhm.
with Rivals, they have such a big commitment to making sure it's a safe space in terms of like gaming. Not to say that's like the whole like this is my safe space and no one should come into it. Like no, it's like players genuinely
Hmm.
feel like their voice can be heard no matter the rank, and you will get like responses of like, hey, like, this player was actually being genuinely toxic. We looked back into it. You'll get feedback from the report from
There's genuine, yeah. Yeah,
There's
there's
a difference.
a genuine communication is there,
There's a
and
difference
as well as the
between
listening with.
There's a
Like-
and
difference between.
kudos to them for actually hunting down on predatory behavior, because there is an option in Rivals to report predatory behavior towards like
Yeah.
minors.
And just
There-
Overwatch also
Really? Damn.
needs to
Yes,
stop.
one of the options for reporting is inappropriate content for minors.
And there's
I guess,
also
I
a
mean,
difference that a lot of people fail to realize, that there is a difference between actual criticism of someone playing a class versus toxicity.
Mhm.
I can
right. I can also
I
see,
know
unfortunately,
I know how to look
I
through
can
the
also see there
fail.
being
A
a lot
lot
of
of
false
people,
flagging.
I know how to look through the
But-
fail. A lot of people don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Point
a lot of
standing,
people
though, that I
take
think
it-
that's still good overall.
And a
Mhm.
lot of people, they'll
Um,
take any genuine criticism at being tossed at them, and people
Oh, yes.
are so sensitive these days. It's like, oh, they're being toxic. You're like, no, they're criticizing you.
There's
and
a
criticism is
difference
fair.
between being a genuine like
Yeah,
just a
that's
genuine
what I was.
dick and being having a competitive spirit.
Sorry, yes, that's what I was referring to in terms of like false flags. Like the person wasn't actually being toxic; it was because of like X, Y, or Z. You know, like like this gamer's playing better than me. You know, they flagging them for something like heinous
Or like
that they didn't
cheating
actually
and
do.
shit.
I wonder if I should just
Yeah.
Rivals topics first, since we're already on it.
We might as well
Yeah.
go with that. Might as well go
Okay,
with
sure,
them.
sure.
Now, one of the gimmicks to this podcast, because currently y'all can't see it, but I got the OBS open and it's recording, and all the
Fun.
news thumbnails are like a little slideshow in the background for people to see. But so basically, for every news topic, I make a little thumbnail, and I'll post it
Mhm.
here in the chat
Oh
here,
boy,
and
what's this gonna be?
and I kind of like give my guest here a moment to figure out what the topic is. Some are more vague.
If I see Susan's ass one more goddamn time.
You're gonna see someone's ass.
Okay,
Some
all
are more vague,
right.
some are more obvious. I
And
give
there's
both
always
guess, and then what do we
and
talk
there's
about?
always gonna be there's always gonna be slugs.
Oh yes, this is where
Yes.
yeah. I think I'm like pushing, like, if you count the variants, like maybe like 50 slug pictures now.
I'm gonna say you got a lot, but still, my favorite is Grandpa Slug.
We'll be seeing Grandpa and a brand new slug face. I'm
Oh
debuting
no!
it now. It's only shown
Oh.
Otter. But I guess we're gonna skip ahead to Marvel as the fourth topic. But let's see here. Okay, Here's that one. Now this is actually a triple topic, so let's see if you can figure out what's
I see.
Huh.
Well, first off, I see your the tasteful censorship of your own cake. Respect
Yep.
that.
I'm Tilly
2
knows this, but
slugs are flying in on Cap's shield. We should get that away from them because the last thing a slug needs is vibranium.
and killing
Mhm.
bots.
Yep.
Why? I'm concerned about the bolt gun, but I'm not going to question it because they've already got it.
But like,
Well, if you look, the one that with the bolter that's aiming at the other slug has antenna, and I know
Yeah.
that's a bot. That's
that's our
robot
AI
slug.
slug.
That's a
Oh,
bolt gun? I
dear.
thought that was a bolter.
It's
Or vice versa.
it's a bolt pistol.
yeah.
Everything's a bolt rifle if you're tiny enough.
Did you try
fair.
hard enough?
I keep on telling Tilly to take the bolter shells out of it and replace them with Nerf bullets, but she doesn't do it. I think she just wants to.
I don't know. That's still shooting a soda can sized Nerf ball. I don't know if you want to get hit with that.
It's not the
It's a
same.
much better material than a fucking grenade.
It's
You
better.
ever hear how fast they're coming at you?
They're not that fast. It's like a standard Nerf gun. If Tilly remembered to replace it with an actual Nerf gun.
I think so.
We're getting on tangent.
Oh no.
But yeah, also Marvel Rifles has made 130 million in the first month.
I'm not surprised.
Damn.
Yeah, that is impressive.
It's
because
very
they don't
impressive,
have
yeah.
any. Their marketing is really good because for their cosmetics because all their cosmetics come in a bundle and
Yep.
they're very reasonable bundles. They're like roughly $15-$20.
If that on some of them.
Hmm.
Yeah, like it's
You're gonna get a skin, a emote, MVP, like play of the game, little animation, a spray, and some of them have like
like name cards.
name cards. I couldn't think of the name.
I think not only that, they don't shove it in your face. Like they'll be like, "Hey, here's our featured thing in the corner,"
Yeah,
but they never make it like this, like very like,
Like,
look at this.
pop-ups, Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically he's like, oh hey, you play this character, you want a new skin? Oh no, okay, cool. We'll be here when you wanted to give it a try.
And they always have
Mhm.
deals. They always have deals for first-time buyers or just
Yep.
people in general. Like they usually will have like a deal. Like, hey, we got this. It's the Lunar New Year, so these Lunar New Year skins, like until the end of February, they're gonna be like, and it's not like Overwatch where they'll be like, oh look, it's Lunar New Year. Here's a 10% discount, and it's
And
like,
I do like and I'm not a big fan of battle pass systems, but this one it does it okay.
it does the
Because-
thing that I tell people battle passes should always be friendly, player friendly, and friendly to a person's life.
And
Because-
what it does is it'll also you'll
Mhm.
be able to, if you don't spend any of the currency you earn from other cosmetics, you'll be able to buy the next battle pass for free because you're going to be given the currency to just buy the next battle pass for free
Mhm.
whenever it comes out.
Yes, they give you enough premium currency to where you can purchase stuff. And if you ever want to, they're still in development of working on it, so we got to be patient. They're working on because they're still working out some kinks, and I appreciate that. You'll be able to go back to previous battle passes and grind off those.
If you have the premium battle pass.
So Helldivers style, sort of.
Yes,
Kinda, yeah.
which is how you
Mhm.
should do battle passes.
Okay, so the story. Since we talk about competition, the story to the left. The dev says no, we're not going to add a balancing queue. So
Good.
it gonna be like, no, you can't have like you're required to have 2 tanks and 2 healers, per match and stuff like that.
And that's
like
that's kind
fair.
of the fun of it because there are some people that can kind of do both. And
It
it's not like
doesn't pigeonhole people as
Yes.
much necessarily.
they're never going to put
Or,
a
like,
role
they
queue
can
in, which I
experiment.
think is a great idea because it gives more team diversity because it's a 6v6.
Yep.
Overwatch, the reason it's this is my big thing with Rivals and why I think it's doing so much better. It's because it emphasizes teamwork. Overwatch, it's all about the solo carry. Who's going to
The
be the
meta.
carry?
Yeah.
Rivals is all about like the team up system. The team up system is such a brilliant idea.
It was a good idea whenever I first learned about it. I was like, okay, this adds a new spin onto the game.
it adds a layer of complexity to every match. Like, do you want to, like, let's say you're a Rocket main. That means, hey, if you happen to run into a game with like a Punisher or a Bucky, guess what? You make them better, and they make you better because you're the anchor to that.
And one of the things is I'll play. Tilly knows this. I main between Venom and Hulk, and anybody who joins me, if I'm playing Venom, Peter Parker and Penny Parker, they get a symbiote attack.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever I play the Hulk, Doctor Strange, and even Iron Man get gamma
buff,
radiation to one of their attacks.
And you get like a little stat buff, like a little like here. You got to team up. You're doing something here. Here's a little. We're gonna give you a little buff to your stats.
Well, I like
that match buff.
I like that it's I like that a lot of them are passive buffs.
Mm-hmm.
But like for one of the ones I have with Wolverine as the Hulk, I have to actually target Wolverine and push a button, and then I can throw Wolverine and do the fastball special.
Mm-hmm.
Tilly, you gonna add something?
But no,
I think they did a good job with Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say, Nature? I see you lighting up over there.
With the one on top
no. I don't really have a lot to add here. I've yet to play Marvel Rivals. It's kind of slipped under the radar for me. Most of what I know about it is that people have been really enjoying it, and also the artwork, and certain models, which goes a bit into the second picture. I'm guessing is on the.
Since we're on competition, I'll stick with the third picture for now. So there's a little stealth botting system in Marvel Rivals. Basically, if you're losing a lot of matches, they'll secretly put you into your next queue match against bots.
Oh, like a winner. So basically, it has like a
If you're losing a bunch, it'll put you against bots that are easier to fight.
Yeah.
Just to be like, like skill-based matchmaking?
More or less.
Right.
In a manner of speaking.
Yeah. Which, I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings on.
The ego
I
boosters
get it.
might be annoyed.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I appreciate the help.
Like, it helps to discourage that feeling of, like, you're just constantly losing and giving
it helps.
a little
It
bit
gets
of
you out of
a
that cold
confidence
streak.
boost.
It's
but,
not
like,
as bad
knowing it's against bots does kind of, like, twist the knife a bit. I'll be perfectly honest.
I look at it this way: it's like if you play a certain hero and you just keep on losing back to back to back, the game is basically saying, "Hey, we know you want to play this character. Try to get some AI, get a better feel for it, because you're not going to get all the best feel out of the practice. This will actually give you some more practice against AI." And sometimes the AI is fucking smart in that game.
Oh yeah, no, but the bots can actually pull off some crazy shit.
But it's basically the game saying, "Hey, we know you want to get better with this character. We're not saying quit playing this character. Play against some AI, a little bit lower difficulty, so that way you could actually build the skills that you need for this character."
It made me feel better because I remember when I tried playing Team Fortress 2, I spent more time looking at the respawn screen.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I guess for me, I can still see how people could feel insulted by that.
It would feel a little bit of a little insulting, but at the same time, you got to look at things through the right lens.
Right. I think overall it's still I think it's still overall a good addition, just for the sake of the game and for the sake of player retention. Because, like, again, it goes back to that thing of if you just keep losing over and over again,
you get into a funk.
Yeah, you're not going to want to play it again. Like I absolutely understand that. And where you enjoy fighting against bots or not, or like willing to fight against bots, your mileage can vary. Because certain competitive players I can see being very pissed about it, like we talked about earlier. Like if it's not against other people, what's the point? Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, a good comp stomp is what you need to, a couple comp stomps is what you need to bring your confidence back up.
I would say they have to be careful with that because it might remind people of League of Legends' very predatory queuing system, where there is legitimately something called a loser's queue. Where they purposely throw you into matches with players that, on record, do not communicate, do not cooperate, and they have a reputation of either being toxic or throwing matches.
Well, then there's
so it already kind of like spirals.
Mm-hmm. And then they'll be like, okay,
shitty.
we're gonna look at a pattern, see how you play, and then we're gonna literally use that pattern to take advantage of you to keep you playing our game longer.
That's fair. Which I think, yeah, in comparison to that, especially where like instead of having the losers bracket, quote unquote, be something that you can regulate in terms of like not having people not exploit that, like with the trolls and stuff throwing rounds in League. I can also understand from that angle. Again, also prefacing all of this, I have yet to play Marvel Rivals. All I know is apparently it's been pretty damn good.
Yes.
Sounds like a damn rocket, dude.
It's exploded.
It's very much friendly to new players. There's lots of like tools you can use to
is very
learn
noob-friendly.
characters. The actual like practice arena gives you like, if you want to know like, okay, how far does my attack actually reach, or like how far does my like a skill shot go, there's like an area that lets you measure it like genuinely in like units.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's up?
Go ahead. Oh, I was going to say, a lot of the stuff they've done for Marvel Rivals is spot on and what needs to be done for player shooters like this.
Okay, on to that middle topic though. There's been a debate like, is the game too sexy? With the hair designs.
Oh God, this thing.
It's been described as a bakery game because everyone has cake.
Right, but
I mean, even Venom has cake.
Oh yeah. But like
I would
some people were like, especially like this like Sue Storm, it was like, like possibly thin waist and possibly big tits and possibly juicy ass. Yeah.
I mean, granted, as far as I also understand from their original like comic book designs, and stuff like that, and their proportions, it's not incredibly far off. Like,
which I mean, people complain about those designs though in the past.
Fair, I guess touche. I guess I was under the impression that like if they had a problem with this all now, why did you have a problem with it before? With designs, but I guess fair enough.
But then there's plenty of people who are saying like it's kind of like, so what? Like, it's okay to have sexual characters. Like, this kind of goes back to a conversation me and Tito had a long time ago, where like where I was talking about if I think there should be like trans women in every video game, but like not at the cost of cis women, like of like like you don't have to uglify like cis women just to bring down to appease like trans folks. I think that both should be in the video game. You should have sexy fan service, and you should have like realistic and representation. I don't understand why
that's LGBTQ representation. I think always is a very LGBTQ representation in gaming is always kind of like it's a powder keg, and I think it always will be, because you're never gonna make anyone happy. You're gonna not make the like the, I don't want to say like straight community, but like the
conservatives. You can say maybe like people who are full on like, I don't want to see these people in my game. I don't want to know that they exist. But at the same time, them behind a curtain, like type of shit. Which, I mean, like I think this is also kind of two different conversations. I will admit, like talking about representation of LGBT folks versus like the character design and sex appeal.
Well, like I mean, sex sells as much as no one wants to hear it. Like, it's the truth. Sex
right. If I may finish.
I apologize.
You're good. Sorry, stupid question. Just to clarify again, what's the age rating of Marvel Rivals right now?
12 up.
12 up. Okay, so like, and because like as long as as far as there's nothing like full on explicit.
There's not.
It's all mainly just
the
been
worst
like
skin
type
basically
clothing.
It's like the worst thing you might see is like one of Psylocke's skins, which is basically
there's one that's way worse. It just came out.
What, Malice?
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, Sue Storm's alternate skin, Malice.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right now and put us in the chat.
Okay. But like
Marvel Rivals.
Still, it's like if you're coming with that kind of skin so early, because they're just testing the water, see how far they can get away.
Well,
but like by next year we'll see some even scanty the clatter. But,
I mean, the Malice skin is one like it'll even tell you like in the game
I found it.
where the first comic it appeared in, and yeah, that skin was made in the 60s according to the game.
Yeah, I remember even seeing the post of like comparing it to the original comic book, and it's like, oh, that's actually pretty spot on.
It is a 1-to-1. However, people have a problem with it because it shows a lot more cake than any other skin in the game.
Yeah, it's the 2B leggings of Marvel Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say that.
I'm just of the mindset is like you're not gonna see anything worse than that at a beach. I mean, you're gonna see. That's
I was gonna say,
like
that's
like almost a bikini, more or less. But
yeah, I think. I mean, again, a lot to a certain degree that comes down. Some of that's down to personal taste. I know some of it's also down to like unfortunately, the objectification of women, which is a whole other topic. That's a can of worms we're not getting into.
Yeah.
And like. Whether or not this is too much or too little, that's something you can't regulate for everyone. And like
Well,
I think with the way this is okay. It like you said, it's about like swimsuit level of like coverage.
Well, I mean, I still remember hearing people argue about the Malice skin and everything. I was like, well, what about the Namor skin or the Black Panther skin, where they're basically in trunks and everything.
That's what I also saying too. Like, can we get like more man meat? You know, like what about the Black Panther and the waterfall fight out when he's just in trunks?
Oh, I mean, yes, agreed.
I mean,
I'm about to like having some
like the alternative.
If we're gonna have one side of things, having the opposite in terms of some man candy is also respectable.
I was about to say,
good for the gander.
Good choice on T'Challa because I mean. That's the most handsome son of a bitch, in my opinion.
Well, he's already wearing the skin tight, like you can see the biceps and abs.
Well, that and his alternate skin that I was telling you about, he basically has it's like a primal skin. Like he has it like a bear. I'm guessing
it's a panther. It's supposed to be.
It looks like a black lion, honestly.
Yeah,
but he's wearing it's like a very primal version of Black Panther.
Yeah.
Which, first off, love the aesthetic. Second off, I absolutely see why a lot of people would immediately, devour this man.
T'Challa's handsome. There's nothing you could say about it. T'Challa's best boy in Marvel. Excluding obvious best boy.
I will disagree completely with that one, honestly. Best boy is Jeff the Shark.
I was gonna say excluding obvious.
Touché. Yes.
But no, not even then. Like, Black Panther isn't even my preference or anything.
But he is a handsome gentleman.
I guess.
I'll admit, but he's not my cup of tea.
Oh yeah.
Right. He's attractive, even whether it's your type or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Tilly, we're gonna add something.
My closing arguments on the Marvel Rivals thing. I guess things we're afraid it's gonna hopefully this is like snowball into like a more sexist view. As they say, game just came out and they're already just in lays like this. Hopefully they do spread the love to the men or something like that.
Agreed.
And
I feel like they already have because the Magneto skin makes him look good. They made Magneto a silver fox.
The only gripe I have is, and this is just me, and it kind of harkens back to one of the comic book artists that made the guys like unnecessarily buff, like they made
Punisher.
They made Leon Kennedy. Yeah, they make Leon Kennedy from RE4 look like a toddler of how big they are. I'm like, tone down the muscle mass about 25%.
Yeah, I do see that. Like, they have very broad shoulders for a lot of these.
I'd say the most normal-looking buff guy is probably Bucky.
These guys are damn near are walking refrigerators and everything. I'm like, turn that
right
a little bit.
A couple of them, it's fine. Like Thor, okay, whatever. He's a god of Asgard. Whatever.
Yeah, there's going to be a level of exaggeration there for the art style and
Thor,
also for
Venom,
superheroes.
The guys that are the extraterrestrials like Thor, Venom, and everything. Okay, I get
extraterrestrial.
Well, I mean, Venom is an ET, but Venom has to be big because he's intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
But like the Punisher, he's just a normal
Punisher.
dude.
I've never seen Punisher that fucking big in any comic.
I've seen Captain America like refrigerator size, and I'm like, your proportions are way the fuck off.
It definitely feels like an intentional.
Joked about. But and I'll just say, but yeah, like I said, hopefully we can just get to the point where we can have like both body types in every game. You know, have like a have a Zara from Overwatch with us to a Lara Croft. You know, in the same game.
I mean, yeah.
But
and
what was I gonna say? And yeah, even the companies are like a little not sure how to go about everything because now they're afraid that if we don't put pronouns in, that gay people are gonna be offended. You know.
Well, the other thing you have to remember with Marvel Rivals is this is a Marvel property, and Marvel is a sub-property of Disney. So a lot of these kind of skins, they got to go through Disney as well. So they have to go through, because Marvel is a subsidiary to Disney. And so, like, if they're like, hey, what about this skin? Like, a lot of, like, concept arts for certain skins might get, like, leaked out. And it's like, oh, this is going to be so hot. But the final product will never look like that. It'll never be a one-to-one. You will always see, like, very big changes. Like with Malice, like, there's a lot of, like, everyone's like, oh, that's a lot of skin. But in reality, the way they're able to get away with that is by making it look more like she's wearing, like, it's got, like, some silk under it.
Yeah, there's like there's like a layer of not stockings,
like a bodysuit,
but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's a bodysuit. But sorry, it feels like we're going on a tangent.
We spent 32 minutes on the first topic.
I mean, it's a contentious topic, and I don't think I'm back and forth on this. I'm not entirely like I my personal take is that I think the designs currently as is from what I've seen look fine.
Yeah.
It's okay to allow a character to show off the fact that they have a body that has this shape, and not have it, not have it be a big deal. It's also partially from, it's the superhero aesthetic. This person's meant to look powerful and confident, and again, tracing to a lot of the same stuff with comic book designs. There's a lot of reasoning behind why the designs are the way they are. And there's something else I was getting onto this that I forgot about. Thanks, brain. It was basically like if it doesn't go further than this in terms of like revealage, and it's something that you can walk out in public legally, wearing. Yeah. I think it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that it's a stage where it's fine. But that's just me.
Okay, so next topic.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh. I saw that.
Okay. So I've heard a little bit about Secret Level. I have yet to watch any of it, but I've heard a bit here and there. Mm-hmm. No, I have never played a Dead Space game.
And, we'll have to review that one, Jace.
Dead Space. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they've already announced season 2, and they're gonna bring in even more games. And one of the episodes I'm looking forward to because of the promo art was a Helldiver.
Nice.
I'm back and forth on it.
I am too. That's a very
but yeah.
hot. That's a hot.
All right, we'll get to the Helldiver part in a minute. We haven't actually covered what Tilly wanted to say.
Oh yeah, I apologize.
But yeah, Dead Space 4 is canceled. It's Secret Level 2 is renewed. So.
Dead Space 4 was
canceled it. I didn't hear that.
You didn't see the sad slug at the bottom there?
Oh yeah, true.
I didn't realize that was meant to be sad.
So, as somebody who's played Dead Space like on loop during like Halloween or whenever it's spooky season, I'm not surprised EA pulled the plug on it. Or was it EA or was it was it one of the other companies?
That was EA.
Okay. Either way, I'm not surprised because fans are very aware of what happened when we gave Dead Space 3 a chance in terms of like where they went with the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
It was very much like it lost that. It has what I like to call the Resident Evil 6 effect, where it lost that survival horror, like, grittiness, and it turned more into a third-person, like...
action game.
Yeah, it turned into an action
Became much more
shooter.
thriller.
Like, literally in 3, Tide, have you played 3? Cause...
I have not played any of the Dead Space games.
Oh, okay.
Neither have I, but I know roughly about, like, it transitioned from horror, like, survival horror to, like, thriller shooter.
Yeah, because, like, with 3, it literally starts you out in an action gun, like, you're on the streets fighting fucking, like, these crazy cultists in, like, a gunfight, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It was a little weird, like, oh, fuck, I'm down to take cover and shoot? What the fuck?
Yeah, and you don't get to see a single xenomorph, or necromorph, I'm sorry. Xenomorph is a different type of horror thing. Necromorph, you don't see a single necromorph till, I think, 30 minutes into the game? Maybe 40?
So, at first I thought this doesn't make sense, because they made Dead Space Remake, and it was a masterpiece.
That was, yeah, Dead Space 1 Remake was a masterpiece.
So,
but the reason I think 4 was canceled, I mean, there's probably an actual legitimate reason, but the main thing is that it's... I don't know if fans would trust it. I genuinely don't know if fans would trust it. Go ahead.
I think it might be for story reasons, because like they'll probably just reboot it altogether.
Right, because
so in order to get to 4, you have to play through 3, and we didn't want to remind people of 3.
Yeah, because 3 wrapped up a lot of stuff narratively. Like, well, okay. Does I want to ask this? Do we want to make like a spoiler warning right here?
I mean, it's over a decade. I'll go for it.
It's okay. If you already missed it, if you don't know,
I'll probably forget it by the time I play it anyway.
Yeah, like if you cared,
how
played it by now.
In the first game, you destroyed the marker. Big deal. It's a big alien artifact that makes zombie aliens. Okay. In the second game, you blew up an entire space station. Okay, a little bit more intense.
Slug.
Interesting, but yeah.
The third game, you blew up a living moon. It is a moon made of flesh.
I remember hearing about that.
That's so Chaos Warhammer.
It is. It really is.
So the idea of the marker is that it sends out a signal to a person's brain. Correct me. I'm sure I might be misremembering this. The marker like sends out this kind of psychic signal or whatever. Some say it's psychic, others say it's like kind of like electromagnetic or whatever. It basically fucks with your nerves to the point where it starts to make you like dissociative, like you start to hallucinate a lot.
It's the MacGuffin for them to allow all the weird shit.
It's an anti-MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Where it basically makes you go crazy to the point where I'm trying to think of a sensitive word to say this.
Just pull the Band-Aid off and say it.
It makes you want to unalive yourself?
That. Gotcha. Understood.
And then through that, you mutate and morph into a necromorph.
Let's say delete yourself, I guess.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, I don't know if
I've heard unalive. I've heard
delete, remove,
cash out.
Yeah, but like that's the whole idea. And the way that it did it in Dead Space 3 is that basically, the body's got to go somewhere in space. So what this marker did is it acted like a magnet, and it made an entire moon out of body parts and flesh to the point where it was a virus. Like it went from being a rock in space to a breathing, living creature.
Tilly, who gave the Necron flares their own planet?
That's a good question.
If anything, this sounds like the flesh that hates from SCP.
Like narratively, like where do you go from there? Because Isaac's done with that shit.
Yeah, because like He's the lone. You got the lone survivor syndrome going on. Like I don't want. I just want to live in my shitty apartment.
Well, not lone survivor. Like he's got his happily ever after. He's done with everything. He got the survivors thing of just like it's him and his boo now. But also, at the same time, like
what was
Isaac
what was
at the point
Necromorph's whole point at like what did they want in the first place? I wonder.
So there was remember the cultists I was talking about?
Yeah.
They were called unitologists.
Yeah.
And they believe that their whole religion is that if we throw ourselves to the necromorphs, we can all be one single living organism living in harmony.
A hive mind.
Yeah,
Utopia,
basically they've wanted to turn
synergy,
humanity into a hive
communion,
mind.
Like
the great
proof.
Yeah, literally they're called like unitologists because a lot of them were scientists. They were they were biologists and theologists. And they just kind of were like, what if we all just were one living like cell? And we all were just like, we all thought together.
Now I'm kind of glad that I skipped.
Cool.
Now I'm kind of glad I skipped the series because it doesn't sound like anything I'm interested in.
Oh, unitology is freaking hilarious. The unitologists are freaking like the most batshit insane characters, but on like a funny level. Like it's like, damn, you know this crazy? Like literally, they will look at these like crazy bladed like zombie aliens that are just like ripping and tearing. They will get on their knees, open their arms, and let them rip them to pieces.
Dude, I'll have to show you the Dead Space movies at some point.
All right.
Oh, are you talking about like the Dead Space, like those weird videos of like, here's a compilation of all the unique death animations, and it's like, oh god.
No, there's two movies. One was pretty good. The other one's not that great.
Oh, you're talking about the animated movies?
Yeah.
Oh, those are good. I like those.
I mean, from what I know about cults, this is without going too deep into Scientology because that's a whole other fucking thing.
Oh yeah, that's
not touching that. Not touching that right now. All I'll say is yikes. It's not like from that perspective, I can see that. Like I can see that happening. Especially the sort of slippery slope like type of thing. I'd have to see how it like works out in practice. For how well it's executed.
It's executed in the way of they will literally sacrifice entire colonies because
yes, it's a doomsday cult. That's the whole thing. It's a doomsday cult.
The problem with their cult is that a lot of people they think they're right because the marker. It's not just one marker. Marker is basically when I say it's also an anti-MacGuffin, it's also the major power source. It is a object of infinite energy.
Mm-hmm.
So colonies will literally build themselves around markers.
We could just exterminatus the planet and call it
good. But
can you say saturation bombardment?
I live about an hour's drive away from the Scientology headquarters.
That's you know what you say exterminatus is like a 40K joke, but that's actually what the governments actually have to do. That's really the only way to contain unitology outbreaks.
Yeah.
They literally just have to like
glass a planet. Nothing of value is lost.
Not glass. They'll crack the core.
Oh,
that goes beyond exterminatus.
I mean, that is a method of exterminatus.
Okay. Well, speaking of cults, Okay, so this one's also a triple topic, and yeah, Cult of Ubisoft is back.
Oh fucking hell!
Wait a minute.
Let's just say 2025 is exactly like 2024.
Where are you going with this?
Down.
They are.
One of these stories nearly broke. Maybe go blue screen. That's for sure. Okay, but here's the picture.
Oh dear.
Oh.
So
I'm guessing one's in reference to the Black Flag 2 talks. Or the Black Flag remakes.
Skull and Bones.
Okay. I know a little bit about Jedi Survivor, because Vatrix has been playing that a bit recently. No idea what the NFT talk is about. I'm concerned for that one.
Would you like to clarify, Tilly, what the hell that means?
Okay. I guess the quick. Hard to choose here, but
How about say go from left to right and give us the quick and dirty?
Okay. No, I think that the left one's probably the heaviest one for me.
Fair.
Oh.
The right one, okay, so they're putting a lot of horses behind Star Wars Outlaws. But this game completely trumped by Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
I wonder why. It's not like they gave us a unlikable salvager when you promised us we were gonna play a fucking bounty hunter.
Yep. We want to
just remake Bounty Hunter already. Damn it.
Open world. Game.
Tilly, speak, damn it.
Yeah. So basically, people are just saying we gotta have the non-open world single player game, and this bullshit. Even though they did fix it up, they fixed all those fucking janky ass stealth missions and stuff. But it's just
it's good, yeah.
And then of course there are a lot of people were on it because like it's you don't even play as a woman, but still despite all that it's just it's not the big success that they could have they wanted.
It was kind of the same thing that EA had whenever they made SWTOR. They thought just tying Star Wars name to the title and making a Star Wars MMO, it would kill WoW, and it did not.
Alright.
Yeah.
I mean, still good, but
right.
It has a very active community, very loving community for the most part.
It was a good one. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. I played it to completion, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, this ain't killing WoW.
Now, EA, I have one question for you. It's a very simple question. Where the hell is my Coder remake? God damn it!
We won't see it in our lifetimes.
Forget about that.
We better.
Season 2 of Skull and Bones.
Kill me now.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they're like despite our setbacks, in quotations like
I was gonna say because that was a flop.
Yeah,
I'm about to say wait.
A whole another season.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
How the hell did that game survive what? I thought that game died like ages ago.
It should have.
Yeah.
Look, it's a quadruple game, and where you get to pick bananas and coconuts.
Yeah. You know what else is crossplay and pirate themed?
What's
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. Yeah.
Why would I go to that? Why would I play worse Sea of Thieves when I have Sea of Thieves?
Like, I was gonna say which Sea of Thieves is still going pretty solidly right now.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves is like so.
It's very popular. It's doing very well.
I think what scares people away with Sea of Thieves is the whole you have to play with like a bunch of homies.
You don't have to. I've become Pirate Lord solo. You don't have to do it.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but like
it's not possible. But like for your average casual gamer,
Yeah, it's a lot. It's very intimidating.
And they've also made it where they made it where you don't have to play online against other crews. You can have safer seas and basically go as far, almost all the way to. No, from what I understood, you can reach Pirate Lord in safer seas. It's just to me that kills the vibe of the game to me.
Yeah, because it's a pirate game,
and it's called Sea of Thieves. You're gonna run into
multiple, yeah.
And
I like just the idea to like explore the oceans and stuff and the islands and whatnot. Go treasure hunting. Get some calm vibes. I love living on the water. The whole PvP stuff of like we raid these 5 treasure islands, got all this loot. Suddenly, their crew swipes by,
and then you get
takes
ganked.
All the shit, and I get totally demoralized. So
that's fair.
I've adopted the policy of this, and like I said, this is coming from a guy who put a lot of hours into Sea of Thieves. The treasure is not yours until you turn it in.
Well, I mean, fair. That's a good way of thinking about it. Though that's also a fair point to say that not everyone wants to play Rust, but pirates. You know what I mean?
But, I think also
that's a bit of an extreme example, but you know what I mean. Like,
yeah, I would say like one thing I appreciate about Sea of Thieves is like even the community has made their own rules of like, hey, like if you see someone actually,
which is how pirates actually fucking did it.
Yeah, there's a code.
There's unwritten rules of nobility.
Yeah, like if this person has this flag, leave them alone. They're not doing anything. They're just like I forget what flag it is, but if you see it like being flown, it's like, hey, like don't fuck with him. He's just fishing. Like he's just trying to like level up some
It's
skills.
normally the white flag. If you fly the white flag, it's basically saying, "Hey, I'm only fishing," or "Hey, I'm just doing the story stuff."
Yeah, I'm doing story.
Right,
I'm just doing like
no
little
reason to fuck with
menial
them.
things.
Now there is one flag, and Tilly, you might hate this, but there's one flag that is basically a pseudo Reaper's Mark flag, and a Reaper's Mark flag is saying, "Hey, I'm open to PvP. Come get me." Is the rainbow
And they
flag?
will mark your real time location on the
It
map.
will that one. Yes, the Reaper's flag will mark your location on the map. But the rainbow flag, a lot of people have adopted it as a pseudo PvP flag.
Which
But,
that backfired horribly.
Well, no, here's the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people have flown that flag, and it's mainly a lot of griefers who would come up to you all peaceful like, kill you,
and then backstab you.
and take your flag, take all your gear, take all your loot, sink your ship. So
Politics.
The rule of thumb is
Mm-hmm.
the general rule of thumb is on if you see someone with a rainbow flag, avoid them.
Yeah, give them a wide berth.
Right, which is unfortunate, but I understand why that would spring up if people are gonna, abuse it like that.
Oh yeah, I finally found out that rainbow flag Sea of Thieves art I talked about, but I could not find it. And let's on this picture. What's that?
You've been hunting for that for a minute, haven't you?
Yeah, I could not fucking find it, but I finally found it. I kept stored that fucker. And yeah, like the character art you'll see on the right, I actually wanted to get a model of that person right here. It's beautiful art here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember you.
Oh,
I
that's
remember
awesome.
you telling me about that.
I could see Tilly in that outfit. I could totally see it.
I could see her wearing that hat. The hat, but the feathers is not the big white feathers on her. The cap isn't the feather. It's her hat. It's her actual hair.
So yeah, it's floof on top of floof.
Yep.
Oh man, but yeah, Redfall, that pirate code, whereas Ubisoft can't code, with this. Now on to the left.
Okay, so
wait, why is there a slug yelling to Ares? We don't need another Kratos. Get that shit out of here.
I think he's yelling. I think Slug is yelling for Thor.
It's just.
I guess to say the thunder going in the background.
Why did this one hit you so hard? I have to know now.
So first Ubisoft's like, you know what? 24 was that good year. We need to really bring it 2025 because they actually said they do not want to sell to Tencent or those Rich Brothers.
Yeah.
So
valid.
Yeah, and so they drop another NFT game. Literally every fucking month that we've been talking about a new Ubisoft NFT game. So it's like their fourth NFT game.
Oh,
the last one was like that Tactics Champions or something with that, which had literally a character for $63,000.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, yeah. Now this one, I don't think anyone's heard of Captain Laserhawk.
I've heard the name in whispers, but I'd never delved into it.
Yeah, I've never delved into that either.
It's an NFT game based on Captain Laserhawk, which is a series on Netflix. I might torture Tito with it at one point.
You already tortured me with Knuckles and Wade.
Hard to choose which was worse. I think Knuckles still might be worse, but
oh god.
But regardless, so basically, it's a kind of like a show based on like all like Ubisoft's properties. The main character being based off Far Cry Blood Dragon with the metal arm and stuff.
Oh shit!
But,
I see it now.
That's awesome.
But yeah, and it's got Raymans in it. There's a frog dressed as Assassin's Creed.
Wasn't that the one where Rayman did blow off a hooker's ass?
Yes.
Oh, that. Oh no!
Wait, is that the one where
now?
Wait, is that the one where Rayman looks like
from
Ocelot?
my memory. I saw that clip.
Okay. And I'm not sure about the Ocelot. I'm only on episode 4, but and then the rabbits there, but they're fucking kaiju's. And of course, there's reference to Beyond Good and Evil, It's Defiant, Watch Dogs.
Okay, so I heard the show. As campy as it is, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just, imagine it's kind of like a diet Edge Runners. It's cyberpunk and beyond, but not nearly as seriously written, if you ask me.
It knows what it is,
I
and it doesn't take
mean,
itself seriously.
Fucking wrestlers Cody Rhodes and Kenny Omega make cameos in it.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with this.
And
Right.
so, and also it's very gay. So
Valid based.
The only thing I knew about it is like Rayman did blow off a cow hooker's ass, and I'm like, I'm here for this.
yeah. And it's like there's even like a racial debate because like I don't know if Ubisoft have like a connection to the Sentai Rangers, but basically there's a Power Rangers parody and like Red Ranger's kid, Rayman's having to interview the Red Ranger and Ranger's like, yeah, we're getting rid of all these alien fucks and stuff, and Rayman's like, hey, I'm a what's the word, refugee from the other dimension, and the Red Ranger's like, I said what I said. And Raymond starts cussing. So
at least he stuck to his guns.
Yeah. So they're making an NFT game where basically you pay $25 to get your own NFT randomized character.
Oh no!
You don't even get
NFT gotcha.
Yeah.
Gross.
I think there's only like a dollar.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, so only 2,000 character slots available. For
Nice.
Yeah.
So many.
So yeah, it's like I thought you wanted to save yourselves, guys. That's literally
okay.
Yeah, if you're that desperate, Gods be with you.
This is gonna be the nail that kills Ubisoft, and I'm here for it.
That's literally like saying like okay, I'm gonna try to I'm no longer a Nazi. I just like to like black people or something like that. Yeah, that's like what are you saying?
All right.
Good lord.
Let's not go into that type of humor.
Oh, they don't have the humor now.
All their humor died about 10 years ago.
We don't want to waste any money,
right?
So
but
we need
you know my point.
More NFT games, you know, like. Basically, they're doubling down, and they don't realize they're doubling down. They're that fucking dense. They don't realize they're doubling down.
It's Ubisoft. They're never gonna learn.
So the more I keep repeating, the more I keep blue screens.
I feel bad for some of the workers who are. I feel bad for some of the workers who are still on like the work floor, just being like looking at the company like, what the fuck are we doing?
Hey, at least their work ethics are better than Blizzard and EA. Let's leave it at that.
I mean, hey, I will give that Blizzard has been slowly on the up and up. I will give that at least. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what, Ubisoft? Just let Tencent buy you out.
I'm a little concerned for like.
It'll be a less painful
too
death.
Fucking big, just personally.
Okay,
but like,
speaking of rich people who shouldn't be allowed to make decisions.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Our next topic and the new slug art.
I'm looking forward to this.
What is he? What is he trying to do with Path of Exile?
No.
I'm scared.
I don't like that slug art. That smug. Just no.
Why?
I mean, that is terrifying art, but also like what
It's despised faintly on your face.
I'm more concerned as to why he's getting involved with Path of Exiles 2. Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, if it's Musk, it's not a good thing, but...
Oh, no. You're right.
It just must be a fucking fraud.
Oh, what's he trying to do?
You hag!
What's he trying to claim?
He's claiming he's a good gamer. And
he's
allegedly like top 10 players in Path of Exile 2. And he tried streaming, and he's clearly using a boosted account. Or
is he using a press account?
This is so much better than I thought it was going to be. Oh
so
my god.
Wait. He's saying he's an epic gamer by using a press account, which, for our viewers at home who don't know what the hell that means, a press account
has a lot of extra resources.
It not only has a lot of extra resources, you are usually given, like, at that time, you're allowed access to the best gear, the best builds. You're allowed to respec in any way, shape, or form. You have basically infinite currency. And a press account is meant for genuine, like, reviews. You get this press account, you get access to it for, like...
So you can access everything the game has to offer.
Yeah,
for like, analysis.
It avoids the grind.
It's normally released before the wider release.
and he's
It's
clearly not know what he's talking about. Sorry, because like he was basically like, oh, my sword's only like level like 63 or something, and it turns out that's the highest sword in the game that takes like a long time to unlock. And he's like, and then he's like, he's looting everything, even though yeah, he's already got epic gear. He doesn't need to loot all the basic common items. Like, why would you click on that? He's also manually dragging them into his bag. So it's like,
Oh, that hurts.
so many
Oh, that
giveaways
hurts.
that he's a fraud. Yeah, he's also trying to do same kind of
Elon
Diablo
Musk,
4.
you hack.
If it were anyone else, I would say, "Oh, honey, you're trying." But like,
no, this is Musk.
I will say this in his defense.
Yeah.
I did see him play.
There's no need to defend him, but sure, go ahead.
Well, I give everybody a fair shake. I have seen him do the Nephilim rifts, or no, it's called the Pit now, which are basically the Nephilim rift from D3.
Oh God.
I've seen him do the Pit. He actually, if that was him playing, he did very well. As someone who used to play a lot of the
yeah, because you need some good mechanical experience to tackle.
Yeah, and if that was him, which, like I said, I'm willing to give a benefit of the doubt. If that is him doing that in the pit, he's doing good.
I
see my problem with him,
because the pit is to push you and see how good you really are.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
with me, my thing is that like. My thing is that if you're using a press account, handle it like the way like I'm going to make a quote a famous YouTuber, Russian Badger. When he uses a press account, he's doing it because he's giving like a genuine review. He's giving you an idea of what you're going to be experiencing as a new player because he doesn't use that high level shit. He uses what you're going to be going up against when you first start out. And he makes like funny jokes with it. And it's just him and his buddies bullshitting with them. But he never takes everything seriously. Like
however, Musk is trying to play this off like he's still trying to claim he's hotter shit than he is.
Yeah,
with a press account.
Sure, buddy.
Like, just admit you don't have all the time in the world to grind. So he's he wants to play new shit. This is why because like I said, I'm trying to change my Twitch direction and go more old school. Cause like a lot of this new shit is just grind the game. All these games are grinding. You gotta play like a second job. But so he's probably gonna pay someone to get the grinding part out of the way, so he can.
Elon Musk.
Yes, that is the vibe I feel like. How do you do, fellow kids? I'm a gamer playing the hit new strategy thing going on.
So
like
Ben is like the first time Slug was trolling Elon.
Oh, that's a much older picture.
Yeah.
Yep. You're going to Brazil, Elon Musk.
That's when Brazil banned Twitter.
But yeah, like
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So yeah, Elon. I can't believe I'm saying this of all people, but get good.
Yeah, you can ride a unicycle as well as you want. You still reek. Like that's my takeaway from it.
You're riding with training wheels on you.
Yeah,
like come on, dude.
Whether you're riding it with training wheels or you're doing fucking like kick flips with it, you still reek to high hell, and I do not encourage anything you do.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that you used a press account and you're being serious. That's the problem. If it was you, like if you genuinely were like, "Hey, I'm on my grind. Here's where I'm at right now." Like, maybe people would believe you, but the fact that you've openly shown, like, what your information is, people are like, that's a press account, dude. We're not dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still, also, yes, get good, nerd.
There are some YouTube channels that actually broke down, all everything, but... Okay, on to the next big topic.
To see those analyses. Yeah, sorry, we've been on this enough.
No, I'm just saying, like, this one is probably the most... let's just say unreal sounding, but yet it's true topic.
Uh-oh. I already like
about Unreal Engine. Sorry.
Fuck.
Pardon?
What about the Jets?
Can you figure out what's going on here?
No, I don't. Is this a sport ball thing?
Technically, or half and half.
Is this are they trying to get in the esports scene?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I would not be surprised. Pittsburgh would fucking do it. I know Pittsburgh would fucking do it.
So,
Pittsburgh would.
for the biggest facepalm ever. Apparently, the New York Jets' head coach has been hiring his players based off Madden stats.
Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
No.
Like, I'm not a sports ball person, but even I know.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, no,
Is this genuinely true? Hold on, I need to actually.
True. Yeah, it's just
no fucking shot.
Like, he doesn't know, that's just marketing making those numbers up, not actual performance.
I was gonna say that's also like AI, like partially.
Yeah.
Like
what?
So yeah, he's actually
no
still
way.
like.
So he's like, oh, you only got.
I'm gonna talk to my little
in awareness. Yeah, fuck that. Like this guy's got.
You're
90
using
in, like,
digital
passing.
stats.
I'm gonna talk to my little brother after this, and for context, my little brother has a degree in sports management.
Yeah.
And he has a his living is he works as a consultant for DraftKings. So people pay
he's had
him.
to have heard about this.
I hope he's heard of it because I want to hear his opinion on it.
I have to ask.
He would. Oh, I guarantee he would rip into him.
I gotta ask my little brother about this too.
But yeah, it's just like it sounds so unreal. But yeah, this guy's fucking hiring based off stats in a video game.
69 overall.
That's so dumb. That's
69 overall stats. I mean,
like, granted, some of it is based on the IRL statistics of the player, but like, no,
yeah, he says no, he doesn't look at tape or nothing, whatever. Just yeah. He just fires up his dead spots, I guess.
I mean, okay. Here's a question: How else he been doing? Actually, has this actually like worked for him, or has he been like flopping?
What's the Jets' season right now?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Maybe he actually has unlocked the strat, and we're just fucking posers. Like
New York Jets. You would second.
That would be like if he actually is doing
right
well.
Now, they're the third in the AFC, which that's really good.
Okay, all right. You know what? Maybe we should shut our
please?
mouths. Maybe he knows something we don't.
As of right now, the New York Jets are. Give me some fucking statistics, you bastard.
Give me some stats other than fucking.
Give me the win-loss rate, you motherfucker. What's the KD on the New York Jets?
5-12.
That could be worse.
They're the third in the AFC with 5 wins, 12 losses. Wait, what?
According to the Wikipedia.
What? Okay, Wikipedia might be.
You might want to double check that source. Yeah.
I'm looking now. So okay, so.
Yeah.
Because like third in the AFC with that record.
Because like that frames a lot of how this is like if they're bombing and then it comes out that the coach did this. Like it frames a lot differently than like, oh, he's done this and they're actually kind of winning.
Yeah, I know a little bit about sports.
Lost against the 49ers, lost against the Broncos, lost against the Colts really badly. Lost
basically
Cardinals, lost against the Dolphins, lost against the so that's like what 7 so far, 8 against the Chiefs, Patriots, Chargers, Dolphins, Raiders. When did they start winning? Okay, they finally started winning after like 11 games. They beat the Rams, then they beat the Browns, then they beat the no, they lost to the Patriots again. Then they beat the Giants. Then they beat the Packers, and then, they tied with the Eagles. Lost to the Panthers. Okay, so
third in AFC with a record like that. Wait, that doesn't sound. Oh God.
How badly is the?
I'm about to say I just sent a text to my brother. I was like, "What's this here? I heard about the Jets hiring. Are the Jets head coach hiring players based on Madden stats?"
I'm scared to ask my little brother because I know he'll be like, "Lol, get wrecked, it." I know he would be the type to say,
"Get wrecked, idiot."
No, he would say like, "Lol, what a fucking doofus."
I mean, yes, he's still a doofus. Like, this is crazy.
It's still it's like pretty bad.
It is ridiculous.
This is like some 12-year-old thinking.
Like you're paid
your
how much money?
You're paid millions of dollars.
Like for your fantasy league, and fantasy football is basically D&D for jocks.
Yeah.
Yes, and
my brother went to college for it. Take that as you will.
It's a lot more gambling in there too, but yes.
Yeah, this would be like me. Bringing on my podcast guest based on her follower count.
Oh, I wouldn't be on here then.
Yeah. I was about to say
we'd all be fucked.
Shit.
Oh man.
I'm too culturally
That's so
controversial for
cursed.
to be invited on too many cup podcasts and shit.
So they say sometimes bring up sports can cause arguments. Well, sometimes bringing up the military can as well. So that'll move our next topic.
Oh God.
Okay.
Which also has some
Okay, it's not as well.
Okay, War Thunder. That's all right. Well, all right.
Okay.
Who spilled the beans? Who did it?
Yep.
What happened this time?
Some actual American soldiers.
China. Go on.
No.
Okay, so basically, a real American soldier was playing War Thunder, and he let the chat get to him.
Oh no.
And he's like, yeah, I'm really in the army, and he actually gave some real I think supposed to be classified like radar plans to prove it.
Oh no.
And so it was like
what dumbass.
And so it was like
He had to be. That's Marine Corps. He had to be Marine Corps. There's no fucking shot.
And so it's like China thanks you for your service.
Dipshit.
If you want to prove that you're in the military,
idiots.
It's one of those things. If you want to prove you're in the military, flash your military ID.
Yeah, I guess you can't do that over VC or he was trying to give a physical example of here's my experiences that no one else can fucking forge.
No, but you know what the worst part is? I just realized this. If he's talking radar coordinates, that means he's chair force. Oh God.
So that
see, I'm making these jokes because I live in a military family.
My buddy Jordan, I believe that's his real name. I only really call him by his screen name, which a lot of people get mad whenever I see his name. But anytime War Thunder leaks or people leak the shit for War Thunder, he has to do a fucking safety briefing every fucking time.
Oh my God.
Because he's one of the most he could tell me about his job in the military is basically he works with basically nuclear detachment and everything.
Okay.
He can't tell me everything, but he told me he works with nukes and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And some cybersecurity things, but that's on the lesser end. He does that for funsies, but he says, he's very smart and he's very good at what he does. But he's like, anytime I hate War Thunder. Anytime those leaks go out, I have to sit with our COs and we have to basically do a briefing about why you can't say this shit.
That's what safety briefings are for.
And it goes through, and when that happens, it goes through every branch in the military.
Yep. Because what a normal safety brief is, I will give you guys a very simple one. A normal safety brief for every branch of the military goes like this. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. If you're going to go to jail, make sure you're the biggest, baddest motherfucker in the jail. And then we'll see you Monday.
Yep.
And then some dickhead sergeant, sergeant or whatever, will scoot in and be like, so just to piggyback off of what the company commander says, and then you'll be there for another fucking 2 hours.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say, Tilly, I love you, but when you said that something that's regarding to the military, I was like, Tilly, I love you, but choose your words very carefully.
I was about to say, you're talking to a guy who's the son of...
I was actually shocked that I did, because I passed my thumbnails through, let's say, an editor who basically tell me, don't do this, that's too sensitive right now, or you might too offensive, or you might get in trouble by Nintendo. I was shocked I didn't get flagged for this one.
Yeah, because, if you talk about War Thunder, it's fine.
Yeah.
But, this is fairly tame.
But I was going to say,
this is just
remember,
stupid.
I come from a family that is very military heavy, and I do support the military. So I was like, choose your words carefully. I love you, but this is one of those hot buttons that I have.
I would say I could get into that, but I won't. Respect for now.
Not the time and place.
I would ask though, how does it feel to share a military with someone like that?
Listen, if Army Rangers need to have a healthy competition with the Marines. They can fight over the crayons.
Right.
I was waiting for when that joke was going to be made.
I can make that joke. How dare you?
I also was listening. It's scary how good Slug looks on that China flag. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
no.
He looks like, yes, welcome to our world.
Good.
yeah,
and
that
people,
slug is Chinese, and she just slithers out of the corner. The Great China, and I'm just like,
You
no.
son of a bitch.
I was like, my first thought when I saw that was like HLC and everything. I was like, God damn it.
and I don't have great feelings about China, but but like I said, like so I told the guy like China, thanks you for your service.
Ah.
So I guess let's
Yeesh.
don't go more of the laughing topics, more on to the damn shame topic.
Oh no.
We got double air here. I guess technically gets military.
What have you done?
What the fuck? What did
Oh.
Activision do now?
What is that? Who the fuck is that? I know that character.
That's Colin from Dragon Age.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So these are two
AFTV.
topics based off voice actors.
Oh,
What does the
no.
Screen Actors Guild want now?
Well, apparently, any for Activision replaced it all voice actors for like the Call of Duty, at least the more recent ones.
Oh, I heard about this.
Yeah, if you had any involvement with the SAG-AFTRA strikes, so the whole cast recast.
Gross.
Yeah. So in a bubble, what Activision was like? Hey, I heard you were a part of that strike like a while back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want your kind here. Excuse
Gross.
me. Yeah. Get out of here.
Quite gross.
Yeah.
And literally.
You want a union? Cringe. Leave. Like
literally, that's what Activision's doing right now. Activision is actively trying
Like,
to literally bring us back to the 1930s with like the fucking Pinkertons and shit. And as a like aspiring voice actor and actor, oh that shit. Oh, I could go on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know.
Let's see here, and the Dragon Age topic, because so a lot of you also kind of wondered where the hell Colin was in Velgard, because he's kind of one of the more popular NPCs.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
very popular.
Well, apparently, this voice actor recently got arrested because he threatened to send his ads revenge porn.
I read this and I'm like, really?
Okay, yeah, that'll do it.
A,
Yeah.
gross for a different reason. Secondly, you dumbass.
Yeah.
Like,
I laughed because literally that was literally what I said when I read the article. I'm like, you dumbass.
Way to ruin your life.
Like, that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Break up, emotions are high, yeah, whatever. Like, don't fucking do that, buddy.
Also,
Like,
but I also feel like you didn't have to.
Also,
write out
revenge
the
porn is
character.
illegal.
Yeah.
ugh.
That's why he's arrested.
Oh, wait, he got caught?
Yeah, he got caught. He got arrested. Yeah.
Oh, I remember the article I read. He's allegedly. And I'm like, so he didn't get arrested.
No, he's officially arrested.
So he
No,
actually is facing federal charge. Oh, shit.
But also I say why not just Dragon Age just recast him? You know, instead of not the character.
So,
Yeah, it would be
this
the obvious solution. Just recast
Tilly,
him.
I'm gonna make a reference to, unfortunately, a very. How long have you been playing Genshin?
Oh, talk about Vic. Or not Vic. No, not Vic. Sorry, that's Ruby. We're talking about the guy who played the Jackal guy. I forget his name.
Not Sayu or Sayu.
Not Sayu. No. Other one. The Dendro character.
Well, I don't really play Genshin much.
I'm gonna say, what's Sayu do?
No, Sayu's fine.
Sayu's just a dad. He just doesn't have.
Yeah,
a kid
Sayu's
yet.
fine. He's whatever. It was the other. Oh my god, hold on. Let me look it up.
Because I'm gonna say Sayu's like a troll like I am. I like
Okay,
him.
like when you say
guy,
Jackal, like people
Rottenness
immediately
guy.
think of Sino.
Yeah, no, not Sino, not Sayu. He's fine.
Because it's like if the voice actor for Krill on DBZ did some illegal shit, I think they would just
The voice of Tanari.
Yes, the Tanari shit.
I had no idea.
No idea.
So, you didn't hear about this, Tilly? Oh fuck! Do we need to tell
I
her?
don't really play too much Genshin because
So the original voice actor of Tanari, who will remain
Zachary
nameless
Gordon.
because
Oh. Yeah.
he was
looks like
doing
Japanese.
some predatory shit.
Yeah.
English or Japanese VA?
English.
Okay.
English VA. Very, very, very yikes things. We're not going to get into details here.
Yeah. It was
if you want to look into it yourself,
not the first
very predatory
VAs, unfortunately. So I can imagine.
It's rare when it happens.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's more of like a Hollywood thing. Unfortunately, Hollywood corrupts, which is why I never want to fucking move to LA ever.
Voice acting is kind of Hollywood adjacent.
Oh wait, shit. Sorry, stupid question. Zachary Gordon is the new VA, right?
For
Tanari.
Okay,
yeah, sorry. I was like, I realized I found the wrong name. I was like, wait, that's the new actor. He's chill.
Yeah, he's chill.
Whoops. He's chill. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, because I blurred the name out earlier. Yeah, right. Don't want to put a dot on the wrong guy.
I say just keep him nameless because
that's fair.
Yeah,
that's
no
fair.
Worries about that. But yeah, dude, you know, what the fuck, man? I thought you were
and the reason I'm bringing that up, just to kind of like give you an idea of why I brought that up, is
talk about like changing
voice actors yes, it is also very time consuming and very difficult because not only are you having to redo a lot of scenes, you're having to put those scenes and redo them in like a patch. So you're having to go back and doing everything. And
keep in mind, you have to have the person like watch the original footage, like get the voice direction. It alone is a lot.
Yeah, so I can see why they decided to just not even include him. Because it would just be probably like a small role, off to the side. Yeah, not a major loss, and plus Velgar was not everyone's favorite Dragon Age anyway, so not worth it, I guess.
I'm about to say to each their own, but it's just
unfortunate but fair.
But
I have yet to play a single Dragon Age game.
You would like them.
I own the first 3. And that's on my to-do list.
Yeah, like, that's a good 200 hours of entertainment right there.
I'm about to say you're gonna be stuck. I would dedicate a year to that. I'm being real.
Look, I just started Warframe. I'm still trying to beat The Witcher 2. Like, there's a lot.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
The backlog is fucking massive. Like,
and
there's
and then fucking Tick.
And then Tixel's trying to get me to play Kingdom Hearts.
And again, I think that's gonna. Well, you could do that in 6 months. I'm being real with you. 6, maybe 8 months.
If we. Well, again, we're playing this once a week. We giving it time.
That's why I'm saying I'm still giving you benefit of the doubt. Like you could do it.
We're going on a tangent. Unrelated.
Yeah, unrelated. But
shit, my phone fell.
Back to stubborn game companies.
Yeah.
What did Sony do to Helldivers now? Or is this about the Helldivers movie?
And why is? Okay, hold on. Did they do something with Foam Stars?
Kinda.
So
basically, Sony is saying that they still want to go forward with live service games, despite it seems like Concord and Foam Stars failing miserably.
So Foam Stars was basically Sony's way of hey, we want to make an interactive and fun Splatoon type game.
And then it failed miserably.
I mean, okay, honest opinion as a reviewer, Foam Stars was okay. Its characters were very unique and very colorful. The game was it had a very cool aesthetic.
I think the designs are cool.
Like this whole it's Las Vegas, but instead of booze and champagne, it's bubbles. Because who doesn't love bubbles?
The principle seemed fine. It just fucking flopped.
Like I said, I've been repeatedly sad about Foam Stars. I wanted to play it.
You would like it. It's right up your alley.
But one,
Concord, I hold no
console exclusive. And
Concord was
PS5, and 2, you had to pay for it as well. So it's
So,
if it was on PC and free to play from the start, that would have been a lot better, and I would have definitely be playing it right now.
That's what killed it is the free to play, honestly, or the pay to play, because Foam Stars should have been a free to play at the start, because the way that a lot of people got into it was because, especially the Sony people, the reason they were able to get into it is because it was a monthly game.
But I think Sony's realized that Helldivers is the exception when it comes to live service games.
Correct.
Helldivers does live service
because Arrowhead actually fucking cares.
And Arrowhead fully embraces the
and actually communicates with their fucking
absurdness.
audience and knows what they want. We can go on a tangent about Sony all day.
Yeah,
no, like Helldivers
they slipped up with that Killzone DLC, but they're trying to find the balance.
They made up for it though.
Yeah, they're trying to find a balance. I think $5 or $10 would have been fine, not 20.
Yeah, I heard the pricing was a little much, but I would say one thing I appreciate about Arrowhead, they embrace the absurdity. The fact that you guys, I don't know the full context. You guys got to vote on a satellite for something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We made a battle station. Effectively, long story short.
Did you democratically vote to blow up a planet? Tell me now.
Well, that's Meridia. That's a whole other can of worms.
Nothing about your story, Meridia.
But we did get to get to pick and choose where the space station went, and turns out it also blew us up as much as it did the enemy.
Yeah, it was,
and that was. And there's a
sword.
reason why now it's being quote unquote being investigated for sabotage, but it's also currently down so that they're revising the mechanic to make it actually work better. But like
I saw a lot of the compilations of you got killed by the satellite.
Which, like, again, I personally was fine with it. I was like, hey, this is already Star Troopers anyway. Like, this is, like, we are bullets being thrown at a planet until it dies. Like that's what Helldivers is.
The best way,
this is no surprise.
The best way I could describe being a Helldiver, you're basically an Imperial Guardsman.
That's also a clone, which also a lot of Imperial Guardsmen are.
Yeah, Guardsmen are a lot of Guardsmen are clones, specifically Cadians
and Krieg.
Cadians are all survivors.
Which is why they cry. It's the survivors' guilt, man.
They don't have clone technology. Like, the only one who cloned someone was Fabius Bile, and the majority of his clones failed. He only had one perfect clone of Fulgrim. And if memory serves, Abaddon killed it.
Krieg still does a lot of cloning and like artificial womb stuff, though. That's going to Warhammer stuff.
I mean, same difference.
Yeah, I'd have to double check that, but anyway.
My point is,
like I said,
your life expectancy is not measured by hours or anything. It's measured in minutes.
Tilly, have I told you my favorite Catachin joke?
No.
I heard it.
What's the difference between wrestling a Catachin woman and wrestling a lictor?
Oh yes, you have told this one before.
Yeah, you said it when you were playing Space Marine the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, and our next topic, though, speaking of backlogs.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. I did have another thing about...
is this...
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I thought this was going to be you kind of humble bragging that you went through 11 different anime-themed games.
No. Never, no.
Very nice artwork, by the way.
Sometime, let me know.
I've seen
later, not now.
Zero Suit Tilly, what the fuck?
I've seen the uncensored version of this art.
Very tasteful.
Okay, so
what's going on with Steam and not safe for work stuff?
Well, apparently, there's been a total of 19,000 games released on Steam in just 2024 alone.
A new record.
So, yeah, first of all, that means like Steam's library is just a little overbloated.
A little bit.
Yeah, like
I have a feeling you're about to tell us a lot of those games are very NSFW.
Yeah, like I'm sure.
Correct.
I think the majority of them are porn, arters games that just weren't like I don't know what was the word, like field tested. Yeah,
it's
like,
shovelware.
Yeah.
Barely function. Like there needs to be more of a fucking judging process. Like how many games? I wonder if Google can tell me like how many games are on the Steam now.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I honestly want to say at least over 1 million. I would not be surprised by.
I would say like at least 700K or less.
Shit. This actually gonna shock you.
How much?
Only 101,000 games. That means 20.
That's still a lot.
but 20% of their whole library was just last year.
I just
really. What was with the uptick?
According to available data, as early as January 2025, there are likely to be 180,000 games on Steam.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like I can believe like 100 to 200,000. You know, I can see it.
That's still
okay.
Like
for some reason I would expect there to be a lot more like half finished like small time projects that just like
indie
never
projects
shut off. Yeah, that just never got off the thing, and like you'd never find them otherwise.
Here's something funny. It's only January 14th. We're only 14 days into this year. 480 games have been released in 2025 on Steam.
Damn. I guess it goes to show exponentially, the more people you know about and use Steam, the more people are willing to publish their games on it. Like, it's a snowball effect.
Just to play 19,000 games, you would have to play one every day for 7 years.
Yeah.
I believe it.
I was going to say, like, Tilly...
You know what? Actually, here's a question.
I want to address the elephant in the room. Why the fuck is there a Zero Suit NSFW Tilly?
This is Tilly.
When I first started my Twitch career, I was a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Ah.
Now I'm a feminist.
I see.
Hey, speaking of Steam, anyone want to guess how many games of that number that I do have in my library right now? Not specifically not safe for work, but just like Steam games.
39?
Go on.
69.
Higher.
100.
240.
Higher.
1,000.
351.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad as I thought he were.
Jesus. If I had 351 not safe for work games, I would not be streaming.
Impressed.
With all due respect, I would not have a presence on the internet. I would be a ghost.
You would literally just
out of existence.
Yes, I would be a husk in my bedroom.
I just looked on
what happened? You just
I would become the one fucking grandma who hates chocolate and SpongeBob. Just fucking gone. I am.
You would be the Charger from Left 4 Dead 2, dog.
I got around 1,000 myself, so I was saying.
I just looked.
Damn.
I probably only beat like 5.
I have 202 games on Steam.
I think my library is not that bad. Hang on.
we probably do a podcast episode just looking at my library, to be honest.
Oh, actually, my library is actually wow. Okay. Moving on from my library.
How big, or how small?
95.
Hey, that's actually, honestly, still respectable.
Actually, hold on, because that's uncategorized, not my favorites.
Yeah.
My top 3 games. Yeah. One of them I'm actually kind of ashamed of now, mainly because I don't like who I played it with. My number 1 game, Final Fantasy 14 with 3,226 hours. And the next one, Ark Survival Evolved with 995 hours. And the third one, for the most played game on my account, is Conan Exiles with 748 hours.
Okay, all online games.
I love we're taking this quick side tangent to just like do like a measuring contest.
I'm in the top 1% of achievements for Huni Pop.
I remember you telling me about that.
But I remember, and that's a Steam, like in GOG. I once got, I think it sent me a message like, congratulations on buying 50 games. I'm like, 50? I haven't beat one of them yet. And now I own 300 games on GOG. Anywho.
So
I only own like 5 games.
So discounting Lurkbait, which is, like an idle game for streaming, that's already almost at 900 hours. Because I forget to close it sometimes. The highest for me is Starbound at 6,883 hours.
I was about to say, I need to see what my highest hour is.
Valheim is 555. Fallout New Vegas is 548. Stellaris is 44. Monster Hunter World's starting to creep up at 360. And then so on and so on and so on.
Like, mine's kind of sad. It's like around, Mass Effect 2 around 200 hours. But
I geek out about Cultist Simulator so much. I only have 220 hours in it.
Jesus Christ, I didn't realize I used to play a lot of TF2. I had 556 hours in TF2.
Touche. Well, okay,
but
correction. I used to have free. I still have some free time. I used to have way more.
So the two games that I would say I'm proudly like putting in hours in is Master Duel because I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh nerd. And a very fun RPG battle royale called Eternal Return.
Okay.
Panda, we're gonna have to duel sometime.
Oh shit! You play it? Oh.
I used to be big into Yu-Gi-Oh, back in the day, but it's been a long time now.
But right now it's all about Sunhaven because I love Sunhaven.
Nowadays it's just so big, and I should even bother getting back into it. We'll see.
Master Duel is a good way to dip your toes back into it because it's free. You can unlock cards and decks by playing the single player mode.
And there was like one Yu-Gi-Oh game for like PS4 that had like so much DLC. Like,
you're thinking of Legacy of Duelist.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I main 2 decks, Panda. I main a Blue Eyes deck and an Ancient Gears deck.
So do you also want some chocolate syrup with your vanilla ice cream?
No. Hey, hate all you want, but those decks work, and I'm very mean with them.
Exactly. Do you also want sprinkles with that vanilla ice cream?
You want to go?
Come on, buddy.
You want to go, Sunshine? I'll throw down any day of the week.
Listen,
fight, kiss. No.
I'll be over here with my murderous plushies. Thank you very much. My murderous plushies and edgy little imps.
Yeah.
I mean, my buddy Ben, he runs Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Ah, so he likes chocolate ice cream. I see.
Okay.
I used to call it the poison deck, right?
Which, hey, granted, if we're talking about like some of the classic like chocolate ice cream from like the 50s, that's the bomb. You know what I mean? But like, like that's some quality like
back when
substance
it was
there.
Actually good chocolate.
Yeah, back before the fake shit. Sorry, we're getting we've done this bit. This is a good bit.
Speaking of redoing a bit, next topic.
Oh dear.
Oh,
I remember this. Yes, Notch announced he's making Minecraft 2.
Wait, that's not a meme. Oh my god.
No, it's not a meme. Okay, like he prefaced being like, hey, this, it's not going to be called Minecraft 2, of course, duh, but I don't own the rights to it anymore. But like the game he is making is considered to be a spiritual successor to Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yes, which whether it would actually work, and also doesn't make up for the fact that it turns out he was kind of a dick. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, sorry, Tilly, go ahead.
I think it's like the guy's just very bored, and he's he wants to make a different game, but he's just got the name of Minecraft 2 or make it Minecraft Crew-ish, just to get people to look at it, and yeah, like I'm not too crazy about original Minecraft, so I ain't gonna play this one, but
yeah. I mean, I have Sunhaven.
I still enjoy it.
Why would I go back to Minecraft when I can enjoy it?
I still enjoy Minecraft, but I also do a lot of heavy modding with it. So
yeah, about to say.
I self-banned myself from that game.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel as though you. Oh yes, because you've.
I get bored and let the intrusive thoughts win.
Right. You are a griefer with idle hands.
Why do you think I self-banned myself from the games like that? Because I know what I'll do. I've seen me do it.
Which does make me worry about your stuff. Never mind.
My what? My what?
Never mind. Keep going. Tilly, save me from this.
All right, go on. Okay, that's how here.
Wait, what?
Why are the speakers burning? Are people's speakers exploding
is Blacksmith Wukong causing problems?
Oh, are we talking about the fact the music's straight fire?
Oh, I'm sure it is, but no, it's not.
The music is.
Is this like a literal thing where just people? Wait, are people? Is this okay? This is either one of two things. Either people are salty and throwing a fit that Blacksmith Wukong. I don't think did it win any awards.
It won a few awards, but it didn't win Game of the Year.
Yeah, so I'm thinking either it's that or the game is so hardware demanding, it's literally setting consoles on fire.
It's like you're half right, sort of. First off, I have been told not to talk about the creators, controversies, But technically, looking a little closer,
great.
those are not speakers.
Those are Xboxes.
Oh.
Wait, I was kidding about the hardware. Oh.
Well, they're not an Xbox.
Yeah, so apparently they lied about why it was becoming the Xbox. I forget what the original lie was, but apparently the reason they avoid Xbox because the Xbox Series S sucks. Not the X, but the S is
Yeah,
it's
the weaker version.
Yeah, and if you're gonna make it for Xbox, you gotta develop it for both systems, and that just holds new games back. So basically, you would have another Cyberpunk 2077 on your hands.
That's the reason why
Cyberpunk 2077 made up for it over time. It took a very long time, but
who would want to do that though? Like Cyberpunk, they want to save their reputation. Yeah, but most companies would have written that off. Ubisoft.
That's the reason why it took so long for Baldur's Gate to come to the Xbox, because they had to do so many workarounds to make it work on the S, because it would work on the X just fine, but as per Microsoft's rules, if you want to make it for one, you got to make it for both, and they both have to say the same thing on the box, on the fine print, and they could not get it to work. They finally got it to work because they had to cut so many corners to make it work on the S, where everyone's like, just buy an X and it'll run infinitely better.
Yeah, I sold my S because it was just for me, the S just wasn't doing anything. I was always running into like hardware issues. I was always like the worst thing I think I've had is like for some reason my controller would disconnect despite the fact it's fucking plugged in.
That's the reason why I have always been I was, whenever I heard about the S and X series, I was like, why not do one, make it the X, and just run with that?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, and then there are a lot of people who are like, well, you got to think about the people who can't afford it. It's like that. The problem is these consoles are very expensive to make.
Yeah, like I can't afford a PS5 to this date, but hey, that's love. That's life.
I mean, you really just need a disc drive PS5 because that's cheaper, and also as a
But yeah, it's just things like everyone's like, "Oh, gaming's so expensive to get into." Yes, but at the same time, you have to consider consoles and PCs are expensive to, especially PCs, they're very expensive to build, and you also got to remember now these games are getting absurdly expensive to build.
And you can always still at PlayStation. They release one, then they'll release the midget upgrade.
Yeah.
But
I could go onto a whole tangent about the fucking Pro.
Oh yeah, but we're not getting into that. And also Cyberpunk, that took them 3 years to fix when they could have been working on their game.
It's still a fantastic experience.
Oh, I adore it.
Agreed.
Let's say they had to waste 3 years of their time to fix their fuck up. When they could have developed something else.
I think also that's what Edge Runners was for. It was to kind of because the world of Cyberpunk.
Oh, thank goodness they had.
Dude, I find myself saying to some of my buddies, I slipped up to my partner once. I called my partner my choom at one point, and they were like, "What the fuck?"
Vtuber has already referred to you as choom and used a bit of Cyberpunk lingo.
Dude, Cyberpunk lingo is fucking great. I love.
I'm guessing they weren't versed in Cyberpunk, or are they just not a gamer?
Oh, the comics I've heard are good.
I like Cyberpunk Edge Runners gamer subs.
Okay, that flavor did slap.
I didn't even know they had a gamer subs flavor.
Yeah, it slapped. I forget what it was, but I remember liking it.
Those little Mott's hard candy. It tastes like the hard candy banana.
It was really good. And plus, Edge Runners was just such a good way to view the world. Edge Runner was very short, sweet.
Beautiful tragedy. Yeah.
Yes, I love My Human Misery.
Yeah.
Oh, the misery.
And come on, Martinez is and the way they did it and integrated it into the game, no other game company would do that. Because I don't know if you heard about that.
Different leveling system, yeah.
No, Edge Runners, or not Edge Runners, Cyberpunk 2077, after Edge Runners finished up, they made this big-ass patch, and people were like, what the fuck is this patch? You can go out, get David's jacket, and visit all the graves of David's old team. And you could find Rebecca's shotgun, which is as ridiculous as you can imagine.
Nice.
It literally has it has a built-in mechanic of if you shoot, there's a meme that you can literally climb the highest building with the recoil from that shotgun.
Oh my god.
It's like all this. Oh.
Go to space.
Zoomies.
So Wukong. Was there? I don't know if there's anything else to add really on top of that.
Nothing that we can really talk about. But yeah, basically
Okay.
they just came up with an excuse on why it wasn't on Xbox. But apparently just didn't want to deal with the fucking workarounds
Hardware.
of the S.
Which is unfortunate but fair.
Yeah.
I mean, Larian even said it was almost not worth it.
Yeah.
Well, I think another thing is Black Myth Wukong is like Journey to the West is such a classic story. The Rise of Sun Wukong is such a
yes, it is. It is huge in China.
Yeah,
well, it's also over in the West, ironically enough.
I mean, yes, less so compared to China, but yes, agreed.
For like Western audiences, it's such a because we as a Western audience view this Journey to the West thing as like a very fascinating like coming of age of like this big, massive, irresponsible goofball manning up and kind of taking responsibility for the error of his actions. Like it's a tale of like.
I mean, yeah, that's where the idea for Goku came from for Dragon Ball.
And
it's a coming of age.
It's very Journey to the West.
Leads into our next topic.
Oh god!
It's more of a redemption positive story here.
Oh, hey!
My boys! Slug,
did he come out saying trans rights? Hell yeah!
What? What's it saying?
Why'd Slug break the laptop?
Hey, well, why we have to be brief? It's just questions don't need answered.
It's just Slug. Slug has some anger issues.
That's the understatement of the fucking century.
I don't like the way he's smiling at me, and I don't like that other Slug on the right that's also staring at me.
Yeah, she sent that to me at 2 in the fucking morning when I was asleep. I will never not give you shit about that, Tilly.
I can imagine like Slug was trying to order like Reese cups online, but the card was being declined or something. And so that's why she broke the laptop.
So what is this exactly? Why are they staring at me like they want to take my wallet and my bumhole?
No. Oh, Yoshi's gonna get your wallet.
But like Square Enix.
Did Yoshida say? Oh, sorry. I was just gonna ask if Yoshida said trans rights.
Practically, but basically, Square Enix as a whole is now standing up against online harassment.
Hey!
So, yeah,
I've heard this, and it's a double-edged sword.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you seriously fuck around, whether it be online or stalking or whatever, against like their employees or actors, they will pursue legal action.
It's a double-edged sword though, because some of the description, some of the examples they give are very vaguely worded.
Yeah.
And it basically says like I can't remember exactly. I'd have to pull it up.
Send it to you if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'll.
I would still say this is overall for the better.
Yeah, this is a big W. This is like because the problem with a lot of online gaming, especially in MMOs, is you have what I like to call that guy kind of scenario play out every single day.
Piece of language. Denial of personality and personal attack.
Like some of these things I will vehemently agree with, like stalking, threatening, basically, making threats and everything. That I am completely for. I do not. Yeah. I don't disagree with that one bit. But one of them was like, fuck.
Unlawful restraint, including via telephone calls and anonymous inquiries.
It sounds like they're really just going in on like menacing and stalking behavior, which is good.
Yeah. It's that legal jargon where you gotta try to cover all the loopholes. Yeah. So.
Okay, here's one. Here's what the harassment: acts of violence, violent behavior. Okay, Abusive language is intimidation, coercion, arrest,
excessive reprimand. Fair.
Yep. Defamation, slander, denial of personality, personal attack, including email, contact, contract form.
Advance notice of wrongdoing, advance notice of obstruction of business.
Basically, that's what they're saying is that's basically the two prior, like these two are together. That's basically menacing, which
okay.
Menacing is basically just you're trying to scare someone out of like.
Oh right, yeah, like saying like I'm going to steal your personal data. I'm going to find you. Like okay, that makes now I understand. Yes, okay, understood, valid.
Like these are the motherfuckers that'll like pull up an IP address and be like, hey.
Persistent inquiries and repeated visits. Don't spam people.
Yeah.
Or trespassing by visiting or staying in an office or related facility without permission.
This is more of like the in-person thing.
Yeah. It's basically showing up unwanted.
Oh, it's happened before, I assume.
Yeah, don't show up at the Square Enix headquarters asking for Mikote feet pics. Yeah. Unlawful restraint, including telephone calls and online inquiries. Yeah, nothing that's explicitly jumping out at me at like this could be this could or would be exploited for something.
One of them I remember seeing it a couple places. It was like I had to find it again, but one of them was like comments made online and everything.
That's more like if they're saying like if they're slipping like a quote unquote IP address into like a public forum.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that would be something if I were to,
or like posting phishing links.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still, this is for a big game company. This is actually kind of rare, and about
this is a big W.
Yeah,
and I'm so happy that it was
I still overall support this. Yeah,
like Square has always valued like one thing I will always appreciate about Square and why they're one of my more preferred favorite video game companies and why I got into RPGs in the first place. Square has a very like traditional but progressive like business model where they value their players, they value their player safety, they value their company image, and they like it's not all money and like we gotta.
They have very good PR. Yeah.
Yes, it's like this is how like we're not trying to hide anything. We're being genuine. This is how we do business with not just our investors and employees, but with our player base and with our fans.
Yeah, there's only a handful of things I might disagree on certain Square Enix stuff, but like I still have a pretty solid respect.
Yeah, unlike Ubisoft, they actually have a pretty solid track record. Yeah, like
they might slip up on every like Final Fantasy games or one thing. Like they might slip up on a couple. Yeah. Although hot take 15 I think is overly hated, but that's
I thought 15 was fine.
Yeah,
it was
15
decent.
I think it's tragic because it basically once they hit like 10 years of development hell, they're like just ship it as it is. Yeah, at least
which it wasn't bad. But because the one meme I will always tell people is like it's just Xenoblade with a car.
Huh. Nah. I can kind of see that.
And really, who wouldn't date any of the main cast? Yeah. Ignis is great. Noctis is Noctis is a wedded man.
Characters for reference.
Prompto is a goober and great and just nature, but a twink.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what?
Nature is Prompto. You would love Nature, and Gladio is
Prompto.
Yes, he's the little blonde boy.
Is there?
The Cloud ripoff.
That's actually insulting to him because he is the opposite of Cloud.
Yeah.
He's the party goofball, and his hobby is photography.
He looks a little too much like a fuckboy. I don't know.
He's actually hilarious. He's a fuckboy, but it's endearing.
He really wants to go after.
Are you saying I'm a fuckboy to Ace? Is that what you're fucking saying?
No, I'm saying.
I mean, you have your moments.
Prompto.
That group.
Fuck you, me. Okay. First off, Tide. I wasn't. Tide, you're fine. I was referring to Ace. Fuck you.
I was thinking Prompto. He pines after Cindy, and I mean, to be fair,
Okay, let me look at Cindy. Let me
Oh,
look at the reference.
you're in.
Her.
Sid's
okay.
daughter.
I understand now. I'm just going to
literally
close
one of the
that
first
tab.
images of her is her butt in your face.
I'm just going to close that tab, and I'm not going to look at that right now because.
And Gladio is just a Giga Chad.
Yeah.
Gladio is like the big brother.
He's tatted up to hell. He wields a great sword. Literally hit one of his. Yeah, fuck shirts. And he's all about like camping and survival stuff. Ignis is a cook, and he fights with like daggers.
Oh yeah, when
he's cool as shit.
And he loves to find a new recipe.
That's it. What's up, Ignis? I've come up with a new recipe. And oh my god, the food stuff.
It looks
I
so
have
cool.
Ignis's cookbook. Like I have a hardcover of Ignis's cookbook.
I've been looking
my god.
for something
this is unrelated to anything. Anything with her. And we've already moved on from the Final Fantasy 14 stuff. Granted,
Final Fantasy S copies as well. I just haven't found that for them.
Fair.
Before I get some more sillier one, apparently Alpha Node is known as Final Fantasy 14's biggest yapper because someone looked at the script code.
True.
And, he has the most lines in every expansion.
That checks out. That absolutely checks out, knowing what I know about Alfie. Like, oh my god. I feel for Alphino for a few reasons. I actually really enjoy Alphino as a character.
Yeah.
But that's also for a handful of personal reasons. But you know.
Yeah, there's that part.
Yeah, he the diplomat, the one who's trying to save everyone, surprise, surprise, and stick his nose in everyone's business because he feels like he needs to save it, is of course the one who has the most dialogue, just talking to people.
And a more serious topic, they're saying like we'll never have like the perfect difficulty for everybody, you know, because people say like, okay, these lines are too easy, or these savages are too hard and stuff, and they're like, look,
yes,
doesn't matter.
I remember that that back and forth at the the beginning of Dawn Trail.
They say it's impossible to get.
Oh god, do we want to go? I remember hearing about this, and my counter argument to that is, do we want to go back to Pandemonium? I don't know if you know what I'm referencing.
I have yet to deal with Pandemonium.
No, so back in the day, there was a Pandemonium raid that literally is 14 hours long.
I'm sorry?
Do you know what I'm talking about, Tilly?
No.
There is a old Pandemonium was I believe it was a 19 or 21 phase boss raid that took literally 9 to 14 hours to complete.
That sounds horrid.
Yeah.
Yep, and when a very big stream came because there was a big event involving Pandemonium, the devs looked at it and it's like, this isn't healthy, because there were streamers that literally
been streaming for like days.
No, they would physically have to buy a toilet to sit on.
Oh.
Yep.
People had shock collars on to keep themselves awake. People passed out on their keyboards. And so, like, literally, it would be hundreds of people would be on this raid, and literally they'd be like, people would be literally stream stepping and be like, hey, this guy passed out, quick, tag another healer in to replace him and try to, like, pull his model out.
Right. Like, that's... Yikes.
Yeah, like, what have you done?
And they dialed it back. They're like, okay, let's just at least make this, like, maybe a 3-hour most raid.
Yeah, like
that's just the boss.
At least.
By the way, that's the boss that takes 9
this is all one encounter, encounter.
And you have to do it in one go.
That sounds awful. Yeah.
That sounds like bad programming. Like, I'm not a developer, I'm telling you.
That just sounds like bad.
Look it up.
That's bad game design.
I believe it was Pandemonium that it was the raid for.
I'll take your word for it. But yeah, it's like, I should have to tell you how to do your job.
We'll look it up later.
And also, on something completely silly.
Uh-oh.
What's happened in the retro gaming industry?
What happened to my children?
So apparently, 12,000 what's the word? Bootleg, fake video game consoles. Uh, uh, yeah, have been are going to be destroyed. Them containing a
Good.
total of
Really?
47 million games stored on them in total, which would add up to $52 million in sales.
So,
What? Huh?
So basically, all those bootleg second-hand consoles you see, like Tenmu and stuff, like a lot of them are getting taken down. Yeah.
Good.
so the genuine bootleg ones. This is a W. This is a W for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a W for vintage gaming collectors like myself. I remember reading about this. This is a big W.
Fair.
However, if you want to emulate, first of all, bad. Don't.
I have
emulation's
one.
bad. I get it.
I have one exception for emulation: when the game is no longer in circulation or is no longer being supported.
Right. I get that. And
Or
you
if you already own the game,
yeah.
is usually also my take.
Like
either-
the big thing
either-
is that
yeah.
like unfortunately a lot
Yeah.
of games like GameCube games for example, because of how old the console is, they have to be given a collector price tag. That's just how vintage gaming works. It's
Right.
once a certain time period is passed or once a new generation comes, then we have to put a collector price tag on. That's what happened to the and it makes a lot of people feel old for saying this, but like 3DS games are now considered vintage collectibles. I know. It's we live in a time, nature. We live in a time.
Oh no, the Wii U is considered. Sorry, the Nintendo Wii is considered retro.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a retro console.
Yep. Which means
I
collector
noticed that
price
before
tag.
HDMI cable.
However,
no.
one thing that Nintendo is doing that's very genius is with their Switch plan, they have Nintendo licensed emulators
Yes.
that play both Sega Genesis stuff, and they always are slowly updating it every time they do a direct or whatever. Every time they do something, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna throw in some stuff for our retro emulation bundles." I know I say like Nintendo endorsed emulators. I'm talking you all know what I'm talking about if you own a Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Which is basically like it's a part of their subscription service, which fine. I mean,
back and forth on that.
yeah, back and forth on that. I appreciate the fact that they are giving us something, but at the same time, I'm a little salty that if I want to play my Game Boy Advance ones and N64 ones, I have to have a premium plan, which I think is a little silly.
Right, exactly.
But I get it. Because N64 is the one that's a lot of people's childhood. I grew up with both the NES and the Super Nintendo, so I'm give or take on that. But
still not fully in for you.
But the whole fact of the destruction of the bootleg stuff, that's great because a lot of issues come from secondhand / illegal copies.
Oh yeah, and we're like from Retron 5 to the fucking Soldier Boy consoles. Yeah, they're just fucking theft.
God.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, let's circle back around to video game movies.
Oh. Wait a fucking
Jack
minute.
Black, get the hell out of here!
Okay, first and foremost, Until Dawn's already a movie. Changed my mind.
Yeah, it's just an interactive movie. That's literally all that company is.
But also, there's so many endings, even too, from that.
Honestly, it feels just like 2, maybe 3 endings. It's a full succeed and fail, and in between, I guess. But basically, so a lot of people saw the footage that the trailer or something, and they're just so befuddled because Until Dawn's such an easy layup. It was so simple to translate the screen, but they
fucked it up.
Yeah, basically they added a time loop story.
Oh, what the fuck?
So basically, when a character dies, they poof back.
The butterfly effect, really?
So they do it's kind of a cop out. It feels like,
yeah. Basically, character dies and they come right back, or something like that. Yeah.
No. No. Especially with Until Dawn, which is basically just
that?
All they had to do was take out the choices and just play the cinematics back.
For me, here's the thing. If you were to and this is my opinion with Until Dawn, the intended route that they want you to do is the shittiest ending, in my opinion. The shittiest outcome. it's so bland and boring.
Oh, I thought you meant it's like where everybody dies.
No, it's like they're like some of the choices that you get to do in Until Dawn, like the one that's like quote unquote intended is ever like it's just so bland and so like not soulless, but just very
Shallow.
yeah, it just feels shallow and like it leaves you like, and I get it. The idea
like
is that like
drama.
yeah, which is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like not a satire, a kind of um an homage to those like late 80s like to mid 90s creature feature kind of movies, like horror movies.
They had a character named Officer or Sergeant Taint. I'm like, oh, please put him in the movie.
Oh
Why is your last name
no!
Taint?
Come on, they had to have known.
Yeah. But
And
good year for Jablinski, but
also,
like
Jack Black, please
he
don't
doesn't
fuck
need to
up
be in
Minecraft.
every fucking video game adaptation movie.
Oh, Jack Black.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love the guy.
he's got to fuck up like one per year, I guess. Because Minecraft's coming.
Yeah.
I
Well, I'm
think
about
his
to
fuck
say
up was the Borderlands movie.
I was
In all
about to say,
honesty,
yeah, he was
That
in
was last
Borderlands.
year. Now this year we get Minecraft.
I don't think it'll be as bad as people think.
Okay.
I'm not holding out any hope
I
for
think
it.
he'll sell it, and that'll be the kind of like this endearing like.
Yeah, I heard
like
some
kind of thing.
backstage, not nice things about Jason Momoa. It's kind of sad. But...
Oh, really? Is he being a dick?
Yeah, he's basically being, let's just say, not genuine like to some lady coworkers in the backstage.
Oh,
come
God
on,
damn
buddy.
it!
Jesus.
Come on, Jason.
But anyways,
You were the chosen one.
Yeah, people didn't watch, Aquaman for the DCU. They just want to see Jason Momoa.
I mean, he is a handsome son bitch.
I mean,
But that's beside the point.
I still say the chosen one is Henry Cavill.
No, the chosen one's Keanu Reeves. Well, we were all
I hear the
lying to
new guy's
ourselves.
doing good. Anyways, on to another Resident Evil movie that I'm clutching my pearls for.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
Resident Evil. Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh no. Oh wait, is this gonna be an animated?
No, it's gonna be live action.
Oh, and you like that? God damn
They're
it!
doing a live action RE2.
I don't know. Just say it's gonna be technically it's gonna be the third live action reboot. So.
Oh God! As somebody who's seen the live actions, they did Leon so fucking dirty.
Especially Welcome Raccoon City. Oh man.
Oh my fucking
basically,
God.
between the Paul W.S. Anderson run, then you had the Welcome to Raccoon City, and then you had the Netflix series run. So this could be the third reboot, or fourth attempt.
There's a time when you just need to call it quits. Yeah. That was about 10 years ago for them.
We all get it. Leon's cool. Chris is cool. Claire is cool. Jill's cool. And whoever the bitch in the way back peeking her head out
Rebecca,
is, I guess she's okay. Oh, that's Rebecca?
Where the fuck are you? Yeah.
That's supposed to be our little baby Rebecca.
Yeah.
That is not our rookie, our dear child that was rescued by Billy. Rest in peace, you Giga Chad.
Well, now she's like 30-something. Well, bear in mind, like the Resident Evil games actually, I think, kind of exist in real time. So basically, in 1998, they're all like maybe like early 20s or something, and now they're all like mid 40s. Like even Jill.
Let's say Leon's pushing like 40
I know, like
by
Chris,
like 6.
So Chris is like late 40s now.
Yeah, because Chris and Leon are kind of like a little bit like off. They're like 7 or 8 years apart.
But yeah, just like the thumbnail there, make it animated, put me in there, put Steffi Slug in there. Yeah.
What? Is Steffi Slug going after the liquor? Oh, that's the other thing. I fucking despise the design for the liquors in that show. Oh my god. Bring me back my skinless, brainy boys. Not this weird fucking...
Axolotl.
Not that, but like, it looks like it's from Quiet Place.
I haven't seen that yet. I think it...
It's good.
It's okay.
I suppose the looker's got tiny little feet.
that's just like I said. It's supposed to be this like it looks like this brainy, freaky, like fleshless monster. It's like the OG horror monster from the PS1 era. They made it so ugly.
Yeah, Slugs proved to be the alpha beast here.
Slugs are just
I never played a
terrifying in
Resident Evil
general.
game either. I also don't have a horse in this race.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks Slug is a war criminal.
That it's been confirmed. Yeah, he is a war criminal. Criminal? He's a war criminal. He's a war criminal. Yes.
Last two topics.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And on a high note.
Jace, they have returned.
What's back?
God damn it!
Oh, is this about the next season of Arcane, quote unquote?
No, I meant Grandpa Slug's back.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I love you,
Slug.
I love you, Grandpa Slug. You're a precious bean.
It's just a slug with a. It looks like a slug that.
I will not tolerate slander against Grandpa Slug.
It looks like
Grandpa Slug.
This is the one slug you're cool with.
Grandpa Slug may bribe me with alcohol.
I was about to say, like, are you trying to relate to your fellow boomers? Like, I'm joking.
I will stab you.
You went to the nearest dollar store and bought like one of those fucking clip-on Santa beards.
Yeah. Graham's sitting on the porch, rocking chair with the solid shotgun hit underneath the blanket.
Well, he also has Werther's original, and that candy will not be topped.
Or it's like those like little caramels with like the cream filling.
So why is this about like the Arcane stuff? And wait, I just noticed the Rivals thing. Wait, what the hell?
Yep, my Rivals involved. Also,
are they having beef with Rivals? Is that what's happening?
Well, somewhat. Also, I just wanted to point out that the Ari, the Fauchko on the right, she technically has like an energy ball. Oh, it didn't pop up.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a spirit ball. The
normal art. She has an energy ball, but you can put a little Tilly puff ball in it.
The perfect
Cute
size.
Cute.
But basically, it is now taking up to 882 hours to unlock certain characters in League of Legends.
I believe it.
Oh yeah, just because of how much there is.
Yeah, it basically thanks to Marvel Rivals, a lot of people are calling out League, like saying like this is an outdated system. Yeah.
I mean,
because you have to use like keep in mind this game was made in like 2007 ish.
Yeah.
It's old.
But
and this was like one of our first, and this was and League of Legends first came out as a mod for Dota.
But like, there's so many characters and so many skins per character that even if they were all just $1, you'd still spend $1,000.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So like
the grind is basically not worth the effort. Because eventually you'll succumb and be like, I'm just gonna get a bundle with like real money.
And people are saying it's a outdated system. Space Marine 2 is getting the same flack as well.
But Space Marine 2 is meant to be an arcade shooter. What the fuck?
They're saying it's an outdated system because of the way the chapter classes are being introduced. Where
that's silly. It's meant it's an arcade shooter.
Oh no. It's because like for the drops that are happening, you're not getting a whole lot like for the Dark Angel.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking. Yeah.
The only thing that you really got as far as skins are concerned is a Dark Angel for the Bulwark and the Storm Shield, Power Sword, and Plasma Pistol.
Oh, right, because the cosmetics can be only used really for certain classes.
Yep. Drip feeding the content, but
which is fine.
I give Space Marine some leeway because there's James Workshops. It's not that great at making video games.
No, they're not.
Like I wouldn't put Space Marine 2 in the same breath as League of Legends.
Well, no, I'm just saying a lot of
agreed.
It's an the model is an outdated model because there's so many people like with you spend so much you get a whole bunch. It's the Fortnite syndrome of buying skin packs and everything, and you get a bunch where all the skins will apply to every weapon while the skins on Space Marine only apply to certain weapons, and a lot of people are getting butthurt about that.
And with League, I would just change it like every time you get a victory, you get to unlock a new skin or something, of your choice. Yeah, like you get little keys or something, because there's so
because
much.
like it's like, but no, it's like now they have this like, it's basically like every few weeks it's like, hey, you weren't a dick bag, you get some honor here, have an orb with like some key shards, and da 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 da. Like a very heavy-handed, like if you're a good, it's the equivalent of like, if you're a good boy, you can have 2 cookies out the jar.
I just got sent. Tilly, I gotta put this in the chat because I just got sent this.
What's up?
What? Oh no.
Now that's Ubisoft CEO.
Oh boy. What is it?
We might have another controversy on the horizon.
Oh, it's already guaranteed. We're gonna talk about it next month. I guarantee you.
We'll talk about it next fucking week. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Like,
we'll see where this goes.
Like Panda, like in our last episode, we actually kind of delayed filming just because every topic I had was Ubisoft. Like,
God.
Like
I don't blame
topics
you.
of just Ubisoft. I'm like, we need some variety.
Me and Tilly have actually gotten. Me and Tilly have gotten sick of hearing about Ubisoft. We're like,
dude, I'm getting sick of hearing about Overwatch.
Yeah. It's like we want some side dishes with our meat or something, That's fuck's sake.
Yeah. No, we're getting salad.
We don't want shipped beef for the 5th day in a row.
No. It's like we're getting salads. So like, give us some actual meat.
Touche.
Sir, this is a Panera.
You want some coleslaw?
Yeah, it's because something we don't really eat, but we had to keep talking about just because it's so absurd.
So coleslaw
topic.
Yeah.
I was wondering why the Rivals thing is there, though.
People are using it as like the comparison.
Oh yeah.
Weird comparison considering that it's one's a MOBA, one's a hero shooter, but
okay. The character like acquisition, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Progression,
yeah.
Like there's better ways to do this, and like add some more maps. So that's one reason why I don't play League of Legends, because there's just one map there. There's that little mystical forest.
They used to do events where it would change, like in the winter.
Yeah.
They would make it like all snowy. There was an event where it was like very retro arcade themed.
Yeah, because my first what was it called, MOBA? Was Heroes of the Storm, and that's
yeah. I played a little bit of that.
God, that was such a good game. Rest in peace.
I enjoyed Heroes.
Yeah. Okay, final topic.
All right, piece de resistance.
Nope. I already know.
Dear.
Nope. I refuse.
Money.
What? I'm actually. I can
on this.
Theorize.
Wait. What? I'm curious because I didn't hear anything about Star Citizen. What?
You mean Shop Citizen?
Well, yes. The whole deal with Star Citizen is like they keep promising a lot of stuff and have people paying a lot of money, and it's not out yet.
It's been 10 years and no game has been released.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they overrun the money, so we need we need you to help us push forward so there's a little more money. So
right, it's a little.
So
it's still a very predatory.
Yes, Panda?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Star Citizen. Hey, it's me, Mr. Generic here, for another cool Kickstarter for Star Citizen.
Oh
no, these guys
in the non-royalty-free ukulele.
It's a fucking Kickstarter, a GoFundMe,
Indiegogo.
Yeah.
Like this thing.
And guess what? If you donate to my giant stack of money as a tier 3 sub, you will get in the mail a genuine actual dollar from the pile.
So you want to know what they recently said in 2025?
Let's hear it.
All right, first off, they literally said almost done, and we have.
I hope so.
So we have this new DLC that you can buy right now.
No fucking shot.
No
fucking shot. They're already.
You don't
guess how much they're asking for. They just You go first.
Considering some of them are $24,000 for a title.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess 50 grand.
Oh, jeez.
Wait, they're asking in terms of donations?
I'll be.
No.
I'll lowball it. I'll lowball it. I'll say 100.
Okay. Panda?
I'm gonna go on a limb. Are the people behind Star Citizens a AAA developer?
Can't remember.
Well, not that I know of, actually.
I think one of the parts actually dropped it, so it's taking you this fucking long. You know?
Yeah,
is there
they had
a
a
major
backing,
production?
and then they were like,
is there a major company backing Star Citizen?
No, they dropped them, so they've just been working on their own.
Okay, so they're like a.
That might explain a little bit of the desperation, maybe. Like,
I'm gonna say they're asking for 75 grand.
This is just a DLC.
No, for individual person buying a DLC.
Oh, like the cost of the DLC?
Yeah, like
yes, that's what we're that. Yes.
And some items and just all that. Access to this.
Seeing as how big DLC expansions are, I'm gonna say $69.99.
Okay.
Nice.
So $170 and Jason
$70K from Tide.
Okay, it's just a DLC for $1,200.
Oh god, I
imagine the main game's gonna cost like what, $60, but for the
DLC, that's way closer than I would like it to be. Dear Lord.
So wait. The base game is $60.
Yeah, like a regular price game but you gotta lease your fucking house for the expansions.
So for all the expansions together, it's $1,200 fucking dollars
for a video game.
That's not even the worst.
A video game.
I could build a new computer with that money.
You could build a whole computer room with that money, hypothetically. Well, maybe that's kind of pushing it, but you know what I mean. Like,
I'm about to say, thrift stores are.
I guess, yeah, that's fair. I can only say so much. My computer was like $900 on sale.
Thrift store furniture is a hell of a drug.
True.
Okay, so I pulled up the Star Citizen page. The standard edition, $45. Intrepid starter pack, $80.
Yikes. I think Pirate Software put it best. In terms of the treatment of that sort of model, it's very predatory.
Yes.
Just by its nature.
Like so invested in
especially for a product that's not out yet. And they've shown only so much for it.
Yeah.
Like
it's not out?
No, it is not.
It's been developed for over 10 years. So
there's not even a pre-alpha you could play. Or wait, what?
Okay, yeah. I just looked. I typed it. I went to price range. And it's over $500. There is a ship called the Hammerhead for $725.
What the fuck?
This is just one in-game ship.
So
video game.
Here's the funniest thing about that. So okay, on their website they have their standard like shopping listings for all of the for what things you can buy. If you spend X amount of money on the game, there is at least a second and a third different shopping lists that you can see that have even higher prices. For items that are not on the normal list. Like
what?
Basically the bigger a whale you are in supporting the game, the more rarer and high and more expensive things you can buy.
You get titles.
Correct.
It's like it's a fucking lifestyle or like a country club. It's a fucking.
I was wrong.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's what exactly what it reminds me of.
I was wrong. That was one quote unquote company. There's a ship value, and it says unavailable for purchase. It's called the Kraken Privateer. $2,000.
That's a cool name though, but damn, what the fuck?
Yes, it is.
For a
A ship.
A virtual.
Yeah.
Not
a physical computer, not 2 months worth of groceries. Just the in-game item. Yeah. Like, God forbid someone have it to your PC.
I've been a whale for like a couple of games, but
that not several $1,000s worth on one fucking ship that doesn't exist yet and you cannot use.
What if the game got canceled like a month from now or something?
Oh, there would be riots in the streets.
Oh, there'd be a national lawsuit.
Like, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like, on the surface, it already looks like a scam. Like, there's a lot on the back burner being like, okay, it might not be, but like for your average consumer, it's been years, literal years.
Nature, I smell something. It smells like honey.
Bullshit.
Oh, that's not even the worst of it. There are titles you could buy.
Like I said, it's just like, what the...
It's so predatory.
That baffles my mind that the game's not even out.
You want to know
Correct.
what the most expensive title is?
I've never heard of such a thing.
What's the hit? What's the latest title?
The most expensive title is the Legatus.
Legatus. Yes,
Legatus.
Roman.
You want to know how much that's going to cost?
12 over 12K.
Yes.
Too much damn money.
Been developed since 2013.
$25,000.
Wait, 25,000 or 25
for a title?
That is 325 and 30.
What the whoa.
Like,
these are backer titles that you get.
Correct.
That's my 2-year salary.
Like,
I'm about to say,
at this stage,
that's like
whether it is a good game or not. Whether it is an actual game or not at the end of this in like 10 years. Like, and it's the best fucking thing anyone's ever played.
Dude, there'd be a federal lawsuit.
I cannot condone this in good conscience.
Yes, same.
No one does.
This is awful. Like knowing all of that on top of like having the golf club of like Star Citizen like brackets for shopping that you have access to. That's the biggest nail on the coffin for me. Personally, I mean, like having a massive fucking price tag is one thing, but like outright enabling the whales to feed heavier and heavier into your product is inexcusable.
Yeah,
hands down.
This is they better pray that they don't flop, because if they do, there's going to be this isn't like going to be like, oh, like this company's going to lose its image. No, there's going to be a federal lawsuit, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
This will make national headlines.
Whatever hype that this game has, and how long it's been in development, how much money people have invested into it, it's never going to live up to it.
Yeah, it's going to harm the game.
I don't think. Yeah, like
this is such a huge spit in the face of like gaming industry as a whole.
Yeah, there should be like something where like you got 5 years to finish your game or something, some kind of rule or law.
Like at least like give us something. Give us a beta to play. At least.
Right. Like if there was at least if there was a beta, if there was something to at least show for it, because they've been still giving like dev notes and stuff like that, haven't they? Like have they showed any gameplay?
Not aware of. It's not
official.
That's fair. That's fair. I understand you've only dig so deep.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's like not official
final gameplay so damn footage. High, it's just bulging out of the ground. That's how I found it.
Just
fair.
God,
what the fuck?
Yeah, it is absolutely ridiculous, and that's why a lot of people
are appalling.
And that's why a lot of people are calling this Shop Citizen.
Yes, it is.
I hope we don't end on such a bitter note, though. Like it's like...
Yeah, I mean, I hope the Helldiver. Another side note, we never actually got into it when we talked about something. I'm hoping the Helldivers movie's good.
I think it's gonna be. It's gonna be very. It'll be pardon the pun. It's gonna be a hot potato.
It's gonna be about a 20-minute episode. That's how long the
and that's fine.
The episode's secret level
That's fine. Yeah.
But the problem is in my opinion, the problem is the reason this could be a hot potato is like when I say a hot potato, I mean it's like you're playing Russian roulette with a hand grenade. Because there's gonna be some shit that gets said that is really you really shouldn't say on TV.
For Telldivers?
Yes, there's some shit I guarantee people would lose their mind over. Like gamers will like get some of the topics, but let's imagine like an average Joe watches it and they hear Super America and see all these salutes and like you're not democratic.
It's Super Earth, granted, but yes, it is very like okay, if I may speak, and go on a little of a tirade, if they pull it a similar vein to Starship Troopers in that everything is very tongue in cheek, everything is very like very blatantly like this is not to be taken seriously, like this is a parody, like the same way that Starship Troopers the movie was very much treated as.
Yeah.
I think it will be okay as far as I can think of. There's nothing explicitly like taboo in terms of how Helldivers is treated, or like what content they really have. I'm not sure what we're referring to there.
Yeah, I'm confused as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
What in Helldiver, what has been said in Helldiver, I can't say in TV.
I guess what are you referring to? Like
the whole thing of like that's not very democratic of you or some shit like that, and like
I don't think that would be taken.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, like, to us that didn't seem that bad, but
dystopian media has covered worse already on Netflix and other places. Like again, I don't think it's gonna have that bad of my concern more is less so on like how PR is gonna take it, more so on like how well it's gonna be written.
Yes.
Because
if I agree with you on the whole, if they write it like they did Starship Troopers, where it's very tongue-in-cheek and very like self-aware, fine. I think it'll be fine. But like my worry is that there's gonna be a bunch of like people who just don't get it, and they're just gonna take everything like.
I don't think that's gonna be the like. Well, yes, people are always gonna be pissed no matter what. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I don't think that's gonna be the chief opinion.
And here's the thing: a lot of people are going into secret level knowing these are basically TV episodes based on video games.
Yeah, they're written by gamers for gamers.
You're not going to go into this blind thinking, "Oh, well, this is something that I'm going to enjoy," when you know nothing about it. Because
these are pilot episodes.
Yeah. Yes, remembering the audience who is going to be watching this.
And every episode is based off a different video game. You could skip the games that you didn't want or didn't care for and watch the game.
Exactly. This is one episode of a series that's very diverse.
That's actually the idea. I want to find someone who's a non-gamer just to watch and react to Secret Level.
I'd be down.
that would be interesting. I actually would be genuinely interested in that.
Yeah. I could probably,
and I'm not surprised that also already exists out there. But point still stands.
Yeah.
I mean, I could ask my mother or my friend Brittany to watch parts of Secret Level and see what they think.
Maybe.
So, like, to kind of like, there's one thing I will say, like, in terms of like, because I'm surprised you never covered this, Tilly, but maybe next month it might be a topic. The fact of like that finally it took like a year, but gacha gaming has been no longer demonized.
Oh, joy.
As in like I mean, there's a lot of back and forth on that.
So like for example, a lot of people like Tilly, for example. Tilly actually got a chance to play like the first 30 minutes of Zenless Zone Zero, which Zenless Zone Zero has arguably the most user-friendly gacha system. It is
it's much more less grindy on the player, much more
I think we actually have touched on this subject a couple times. We never did a full dive into it, I don't think, Tilly, but I know we touched
not as like an individual point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and like this game
went around it.
in ZZZ and like most modern Hoyo stuff or modern gachas, they really don't try to do any predatory tactics or like over grinding. Genshin, unfortunately, has shown its age as a gacha game.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I put it down for a while.
Yeah, whereas like you noticed with Star Rail and ZZZ and Withering Waves, they have a much more user-friendly, like, go by your pace kind of
like,
style.
It's too late for me.
Yeah, like with ZZZ, I'm gonna be honest, Tilly, if you could probably, if you were to do like back-to-back ZZZ streams in like one chapter per day, you could easily bust out and get caught up on ZZZ in like 3 days.
That seems like
3 days with like with like 2 4-hour sessions per day.
Talk about about the plots. Even on Nikkei having good plots. But they never really discover. I never hear anything talk about the plot on Genshin. Yeah, like, and I'm like, well, you got all these expansions out now. I kind of want to feel, like, I want to see what the plot is, but it makes
the story is good from what is there. Yeah, it's just again, it's the grind is a bit of a problem.
I made a new area. Fuck, everyone's got to get leveled up like 10 times over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, or at least the characters ZZZ, you want to make like parties for.
The way that ZZZ handled it, and I think it's genius, is like, okay, before you get to this chapter, let's get your quote-unquote account level to a certain point. It's like every 10 levels. And that's, believe it or not, very easy to manage because the way that they give you experience is just doing odd jobs. Literally just doing what you would do in that kind of situation.
Side quests, you know, like very like Breath of the Wild, like explore the area, get your trinkets, get your collectibles.
Yeah, it's like, and the thing is, like, it's a very charming world. It's like an urban sci-fi kind of 1990s kind of feel, because I will literally tell you the dailies in a nutshell with ZZZ. Go out and have a coffee. Go out and have a coffee. Take a picture with a little mascot Bangbu bunny. Fix a Bangbu that's broken on the street. Go talk to a friend. Go on a date with your buddy. Manage your video store.
No, I get you.
I think what it is, I was thinking, because I'm a boomer, I get tired of games with, quote, dailies. Yeah. Like, I want to make a progression, you know?
That's for having daily grind progression to have you come back to it, rather than like just
put down the game for a week, come back and move forward, you know?
It's one of the reasons
you can do that in ZZZ, actually.
It's one of the reasons why I quit playing retail WoW.
Yeah. With ZZZ, but it's like so simple and like it's kind of therapeutic because it's like, and I thought about this when I like first got into it. I'm like, wait a minute, this is just what I do on like a daily basis. I go out and get a coffee at work. I make
everyone calls me a hipster.
Shut the hell up. But like, yeah, I go out and get a coffee. I manage my bit like.
You go outside,
go and do my job, and I hang out with some buddies. You know, I do stuff for my community. I kind of just vibe, and like it's that weird like
slice of life.
Yes,
kind of.
It's not like Genshin where like, all right, I need to help this commission deliver this package of like fucking roasted beef Wellington dipped in honey to this other dude that's on the other side of the fucking map in like 5 minutes, and then I gotta go beat up the local monsters, and that's gonna take another 30 minutes. And now I'm just on the ground exhausted for like 50 cents worth of premium currency.
If I may interrupt. I think honestly that comes down more to like the writing of the quests rather than the gameplay. Mm-hmm. Which is a whole other thing. Like with Genshin, the gameplay loop is still like your dailies are just like, oh, you kill these waves of monsters, you know.
Find a treasure chest.
Exactly. Like it's for a lot of it comes down to the gameplay loop and how satisfying it is to come back and do those dailies.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know.
But so we got
But yeah, that's we're already running over time.
I'll say I've been on another system. The saddest. Okay, I'll end this time on a silly topic. All right. But so yes. Well, it's nice to actually get an episode done in like 2.5 hours.
Hell yeah! Also, I'll be perfectly honest. I've still been playing Warframe in the background this entire time.
You son of a bitch!
I've been quietly grinding while I've been like paying attention and listening. You know, turns out, oh no.
I have a response to that.
Farewell, listeners. Till next time at the Waifu Tavern
Help
Frequency.
me.